Live from the Loki studio for this Thursday, the 19th of June, it's Back Pocket! Brought to you as always by our Roly and Poly Back Pocketeer patrons. This week starring Guts Ronald.
Land.
Like equip one of them to
You
the
can
Land.
have one, 3 creatures.
Land.
What is
I actually
Peter Bums.
In the face.
the worst coach ever.
Ruby in net.
One of you push the other pull. Thank you. Everyone gets a free Ruby hand.
And special guest Novak of Polish Club. And behind the scenes, it's Josh, Will, and Adel and Mackenzie. Now, it's Back Pocket! Welcome to Back Pocket. Welcome, chat. So good to see you here. Welcome to this lovely panel of sweeties. We've got Gus.
Hi.
We've got Novak.
Hello.
We've got Ruby. We got Josh. We got Adele. We got Scotty.
Peter's here too.
I'm here too. The shit gets bonanzas tonight as we look at the recent Donkey Kong Bananza Direct. We'll get quizzical with the Rizz Quizz, and we'll see which one of us sucks at parking the most with You Suck at Parking. Challenging times.
It's
gonna be challenging times. It's gonna be challenging times.
This whole show is always challenging in some level.
Only
like,
at times.
Life
Only
is
at
challenging.
life
That
is challenging.
life. Novak, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for joining us. As we've seen in the intro, I shot that footage of you on the set however many years ago. We're all connected, man.
It's a small town.
It is a small town, isn't it? It was just up the road, 15 minutes. But yeah, it's a pleasure to have you here.
You haven't aged a day.
I've aged several days.
Feckle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like a fine wine,
Good. Yes.
maybe.
Maybe.
A bigger,
Bolder
bolder.
flavor.
Hotter wine.
You're
more
covered
a
in
vinegar
dust.
I've developed into, so I appreciate anyone who's got
Hey,
the
we all
fun.
need a
that.
bit of vinegar.
That's it.
Yeah,
Gotta keep it running.
you got to balance your meals out. Bit of vinegar with the sweet.
Also, I come in a box instead of a bottle, so I feel like the older I get.
You're a foil sack in
Yeah,
a
nice
cardboard
shiny
box.
bag.
In the cardboard box of
Yeah.
life, you're a
Indeed.
foil sack.
Blown by the wind of being on a, what's they called?
Hills Hoist.
Ah,
There it is.
I love
Also-
it.
Wheel Lagoon.
Love
We're
you.
off topic again.
We are off topic because I did want to bring up that many people will know you from the Polish Club, your band. You've
Some
been
people, yeah, sure.
many.
So many.
Look at them all. They all know.
Who the hell's this guy?
You've been doing the Polish Club thing for how long now?
Too long.
I think
like
it's
a
like 2
decade.
decades.
No, like one day. I think we breached a decade this year.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah.
How does it make you feel?
Like a boxed wine.
I never know how I feel. I feel good. I feel happy to be here,
Yep.
and I feel happy to be alive. So, like, what more could you want,
That's so
That
true.
seems like you're in a pretty good spot.
right?
You're a prolific writer.
Yeah.
I would say, in the world of music,
And a humble one at that.
a record a year,
Yeah. I
that's
mean, like,
moving quick.
you gotta do something, right?
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
true.
you gotta just keep busy. Otherwise, like the voices, they start coming. And
So
they
do you
get
just
louder and
translate the
louder.
voices onto a record?
Yeah, sometimes.
okay, that makes sense.
Sometimes that's not really, NSFW stuff. Some things were meant to keep inside.
Yeah.
The job of a writer is to decide what's good to come out.
Are you the kind of writer, because again, you just pump out so much good stuff. Do you have like in your notes on your phone, like
Yeah, do
ideas?
you want-
I want to.
you see that
If you're
video?
willing to, I want a couple.
Have you got recent lyrics that are just in there
I
as
just
some
have-
wayward lyrics?
It's like, is that a
Please.
grocery list? Are those lyrics?
Yeah.
I
It,
have
it starts.
I actually saw
bananas.
I saw a video.
Wheat Bix Bites.
Bonanza.
Bonanzas.
What about tomanza? That's tomato.
That's good.
I'm with it.
Okay.
You
thanks.
workshop it, but there's something there.
I've actually
done.
been logging my dreams,
oh.
Oh, good.
which like it might be a cool way to start a song.
Is there a song in this? New
you tell
segment.
me.
Play the title.
Chat can tell me.
Please.
Trump is laughing at me. This is 10th of February 25.
Okay.
Trump is laughing at me. Elon Musk tried to assault me, and I bit all his fingers off one by one. Very crunchy.
That's good. That's
very crunchy.
Very
crunchy.
Very crunchy.
Very crunchy.
The crunchiest.
His fingers were
My little
soft
fingers,
at first.
big hands.
Crunchy on the inside.
The next one ends with
Please.
"She kisses me?" Question mark.
Okay.
Alright.
We don't. Okay, you're putting it away. You can't say the name.
I could
Fair
read
enough.
the whole damn thing if you want. It's just not that
How
entertaining.
political versus
I'm
sexy
reading.
is
I'm gonna
this?
read this one without even
Please.
vetting it. Driving car, being chased down into a parking garage. Young man end up at.
Young man.
End up,
Oh, sorry, wrong song.
end up at bottom of garage, just me and the guy who I pinned down with my foot as he smashes his own head with a tire iron. I scream and for someone else to shoot him.
Oh.
So things,
That's fucked up, man.
things are good.
Why did you say that to
I'm
us?
sweating now. I'm already sweating.
Why did you say that to us?
Yeah.
So
I told you I wasn't gonna read it ahead
And that was a dream
to
you
prove
had.
that like I'm real.
You're real,
I'm
man.
a guy. I'm
Yeah.
a man of the people.
Ruby, you were in my dream last night.
Oh,
You clogged the toilet.
yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's a song in that, but I was going to tell you that before the show and be like, is that show-worthy content? And then you're like, my dreams. I'm like, oh, I have a story.
I think that's really good. And maybe like prolific of the future.
Potentially.
Yeah.
She
Invite
did-
me over.
It was at a party, and I think you discovered that it was
Oh,
clogged.
that's so much worse.
So I think it was one of those
blame.
ones, but it was
Whoever
like you.
smelt it, Delta type
It was a
business.
really awkward environment that I was like trying not to blame you and be like, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, and you were apologizing. I'm like, the more you apologize, the more I feel like you did it. This is all in Dreamscape, so none of this matters. But again, I feel like we had a moment.
Was
where
it
was
actually
like,
your stew that you hadn't flushed down the toilet?
He
Yeah.
doesn't know this story, all right? This
Yeah,
story,
that was-
I don't
that
wanna
was-
give
You've heard some.
I've heard some stuff.
crazy shit about Gus, and you've
Yeah.
only been in the room for an hour.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard some stuff.
Yeah.
cancelable
Yeah.
stuff.
If you block the toilet at a party,
Yep.
are you leaving and ghosting, or are you like telling people?
You know what I'm doing? And this is a very me thing. I am telling everyone that it's blocked, but I'm not. But by confessing,
wasn't you.
no one's gonna think anyone confesses to their own blocked toilet. So not only have I excused myself by being someone has blocked the toilet, I'll also try and fix it and then be the hero of the party.
I'll just get my hands in there, even though it's someone else's feces.
Oh, so it could be
You
anyone.
know the way they'll get you?
How?
They'll just get the measuring tape out and gauge your asshole. It's like
Can we clip that?
it's like this diameter.
But doesn't it?
That's an Angus Ronald.
When you get past 40, you got to slow.
just stay-
You get
yeah.
a
It's
It's
slow.
just
sh-
a
One's a
static.
pro-
It's
one's
a
a-
static
you
ring.
get a
Once it's
slow shutter
prolapsed,
speed once
it's
you get
just-
older. So anyway,
It's just a gaping hole.
So
that
you've got
stuff's
an
just
album.
falling out of you
So
at that
10
point.
years. 10 years I've been in the band. And
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's been going fine.
Up until this point,
And yeah, I haven't blocked any toilets.
congratulations.
Nice.
That's definitely not true.
Tell me
but
about-
let's just roll with it.
Tell me
None
about
you know
pound
of.
cake.
Yeah, it's 18 minutes long. It's a record.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can buy it at
Lovely.
publishclub.co. Yeah, we have no label, have no management, and we just decided to record a cheeky little record in like 18 hours. I think we did it.
Nice.
Just down the road in Newtown. And yeah, it was like really easy peasy. Well, in my 10-year-old band life age, I've decided to approach the path of least resistance.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
like with most things in life, like just go with the flow. I'm on the river. I'm just like swimming downstream
Yeah.
to whatever comes easiest.
Have you found like that hasn't been the MO in the past? You've been like trying to achieve something that's not necessarily
Well,
coming naturally, or
Not with a
Heading upstream.
major label.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So we were signed to Universal Island Records, and they were lovely, and it's cool. We were very lucky. They were very supportive. But once there's like another person or another entity there that has like a vested interest in it, it becomes really difficult to just kind of back yourself.
yeah.
yeah.
Even if the other people aren't like, it's got to be this.
They're still there, and
There's,
Yeah.
there's
gonna
another
be-
cook in the kitchen, even if they're not cooking.
Exactly.
It's like, what are they thinking?
And sometimes they try to cook.
Yeah.
It's as they're wont to do, and it just becomes like you start to second guess decisions.
Yeah.
And like, maybe we should like try to make a more poppy record, and it's like
So the
This
shackles
guy.
are off
No.
now. The shackles are off now, and you guys are just like, we're gonna
kind
do
of.
our
I
own
mean,
thing.
like that's building it up to be like, oh no, I'm doing what I want, but it's just like now.
No, we spoke before dinner. I know that's
Well,
where
it's
you're
more.
at.
It's more like now we're doing what feels right.
Yeah.
Great.
Cool.
It's like really stress-free ish.
Yeah.
And like low-ish stakes.
Yeah.
Do what you feel.
Yeah.
But
Or feel what you do.
Yeah.
Like if we're like feeling good about it, will want to be proactive about it. And I don't think this is like music only. It's like if you're doing anything creative or anything that requires you to invest in it, you have to feel good about it if you're doing it by yourself, because no one else is there to kind of remind you to do it or to kind of force you to do it.
Yeah.
So in order to like kick your own ass and be like, hey, get this done, you have to feel it.
It is a lovely feeling when the result is so positive for you, it motivates you onto the next thing. Like
Totally.
that, in a creative sense, is always a really surprising feeling to forget and then win back and be like, oh, I liked doing this so much, I want to do the next thing.
It goes away so
It does.
quick and it comes back even quicker.
Yeah.
And that's why
motivating.
we're just like, we have to keep making records.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
'Cause if I stop, you get that like out of body experience where it's like, wow,
Yeah.
what am I doing? Why am I doing this? And as soon as you start doing,
Don't give yourself the time for that.
well, exactly. As soon as you start doing it again,
Yep.
it's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
That's all I do.
Is that like is that a helpful thing about being in a band as opposed to a solo artist who you would call session musicians to write
Serial
something?
killers, a lot of them.
Like you need that counterpart to give you the call. and be
Crazy
like,
stuff.
I'm
Like,
motivating now. You're motivating.
I'm at the
next
studio.
week.
Where the fuck are you?
Yeah.
That level.
I
of,
just
like-
don't know how people get anything done by themselves.
I know, yeah.
We were talking about Twitch before and like running a channel completely solo, which like I dipped into like for a hot minute for like, I don't know, 6 months, a year. And it's like you have to constantly just like remind yourself to do things.
Yeah.
It's not even like learning how to be better or like learning how to make a better thing. It's just the simplest thing of like reminding yourself to do something.
And also probably
about
finding it hard to like allocate when that time is versus when you're not doing it and you should be relaxing, you're probably thinking, I should be doing something, I should be working on this. Whereas if you've got a team, it works on their schedule as well.
Yeah,
so,
it becomes like, and in the best way possible. I don't mean this in a derogatory way. It becomes like a job.
Yeah.
Like there's a time when you do it and you switch on and you do it and you get stuff done and it's so satisfying.
Yeah.
You go home, it's done.
Yeah.
But if you work for yourself in anything, I mean, I guess it doesn't even have to be creative. It's like, when does it end? I mean, my wife, she, that was like,
Yeah,
Safe
no,
space,
yeah,
safe
no,
space.
it's
This is okay here.
That's your trigger word.
I
for
have to
assessment.
leave. Yeah, that's like my Manchurian candidate. My wife at home has just been like,
sleeper agent.
I lock the doors. She hates what I say. My wife.
We got some
blacking
wowie
out.
wow.
I'm blacking out. Can we get some my wives in the chat? My crowning glory is we played a show at the Spiegel tent last year, and I got like 500 people to do my wife in unison.
Oh,
my
that like a
God.
choir.
Yeah,
so
including
beautiful.
like a little bit of Gen Zers who were like,
We don't
What
know
is
what's
this?
happening.
What
And at
is
the
this?
back of the tent, arms crossed, your wife just going like, hey, drive yourself home.
That's so good. You
beautiful.
used the word derogatory when you were talking about jobs. You used derogatory in your social post today when you said gamer.
Yeah.
How long have you been a gamer?
Straight out the womb, my friend.
Yeah.
I
Straight
was-
into an Atari.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
born with the joystick in my hand. No,
Yeah.
I've had. We can go through it. I've had
Please.
a Mega Drive,
Yeah.
SNES secondhand. Had a Game Gear. Had the Game Boy. Had the Game Boy Color. Game Boy Advance. Had the PS1, 2, 3, 4. Had the Xbox 360. Had a PC in the 90s.
Oh my.
Yeah, good.
Playing some Duke on
Yeah.
floppy disk.
I'll read a rabbit.
and then now I've been like a PC gamer for like
Yeah.
3 or 4 years.
Yeah, nice.
During COVID, I made the switch,
Yeah.
and I've never looked back.
There's no gap there.
Yeah.
You've just
No.
been gaming.
I just can't get enough of that wonderful stuff. It's just so much
Games
fun.
are good.
Games
Games are good.
I don't know if the chat knows this, but games are good. People
Games
like
are
them.
good.
People
Do
like
we
them.
have any gamers in the chat?
Let's find out,
No,
shall we?
that term.
We've definitely got some games to talk about tonight, and we're going to start in a little bit of backup.
It shouldn't even feel like a segue.
Pete sneaks segues up on you sometimes.
Yeah.
Can't see him coming.
Josh is always on though.
He's ready.
Josh knows.
A little bit of backup is over here, where we back things up and look at a little bit of news. And the most recent news, a little bit of Nintendo news, but we couldn't do it without one of those patrons. And of course, I'm talking about the one, the only, Rizz Wild. Ooh,
Oh, he died.
he died.
Rest
He
in
dead.
peace.
Was that Red Dead Death?
That GTA death.
GTA Death.
Yeah. Yep.
Kind of sounds like Red Dead, though.
GTA. I'm right.
We'll work it
It's
out.
a wasted death from GTA 5.
Yep, thank
It's the
you.
wasted one. Well, we always do this. We play
Same
the
game,
we play the
same.
sound
when I'm
guessing
right.
game for the little. There it is. But we're going to play a wild sound guessing game for Rizz Wild, as per usual when we have a segment sponsored by Rizz. They send a sound from the wild. We'll take it in turns to work out what it is. For the last couple of weeks, he's been sending in seals. It's been mainly seals, but mainly just really
We had a cute little
animals.
bear cub last.
Yeah.
Very cute bear cub
my God,
last
so
week.
sweet.
But he has occasionally
We
thrown
had
us
a
once.
pig the week before. It's been a
It was
while.
a pig. Okay, it's been a while since seals, but he has done rocks, leaves. It might throw.
Rocks.
One was
Yeah, like
very-
a
But
big
it was a-
boulder
it was a
rolling
rock
through
in the
the
wild.
forest.
Your disapproval
Yeah.
of that. Rocks.
We were pretty upset when that
Famously
happened.
inanimate thing, rock.
Famous.
We were
You were
pretty
upset
annoyed.
until you saw the footage, though.
It's
Then
pretty
a
cool.
It was
very-
And then we're
impressive
like,
footage.
big
It was like, can we show the rock footage again,
I
please?
don't think we have that on
It was a
file.
big boulder rolling down.
Dwayne the Rock
It was.
Johnson.
Johnson.
It's like
But-
when you see a natural disaster at a distance and you're like, that's not going to happen to me, but it's crazy that I'm seeing that. You see
Yeah.
like footage of a volcano.
That's just footage.
Yeah.
Well,
like-
this could be a volcano, or it could be an animal from the wild. Let's have a listen, Josh.
Children's birthday party.
That
Does?
sounds like the plastic squeezy chickens.
It
Did
does.
you like it again?
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, one
No,
more
they're
time.
more like, huh?
Okay, it is party blowers.
Yeah.
But it's got to be. Therefore, it could be any animal.
Something with lips. Name an
can
animal
blow.
with human-like lips.
But I
Human
think-
enough to kiss.
I feel like
A fish.
You
You
can
can kiss
fish,
any
fish
animal
lips.
if you try hard
fish.
Yeah.
But not a
Is
lot of
Ruby's
them
If
have
you
guess?
it.
believe in yourself.
Is that your guess?
My guess is,
Fish. No. Stop.
It's not fish. Come
Say
on.
fish. You
but what if it
coward.
was like a puffer fish?
It's going to be a small, cute mammal. It's not a pufferfish.
And they like,
Are you okay?
no.
Welcome to the show.
Fish.
I'm going to
Yeah,
say
like-
cute, small mammals. Like it's going to be like ferrets with playing with
otter.
ferrets or otters.
Bet some otters.
I'm betting the house on bird. It's a bird for sure.
Oh. I'm going a big
still on-
what's a flat-faced ape?
Oh.
Orangutan.
Orangutan with party blowers in its nostrils, like at the front.
It's specific, but we'll accept it. Ruby?
Uh,
Fish?
Yeah, like a puffer fish.
Like a fish.
You like
Fish.
squeeze it. It's gotten big.
If it's a
and then you
fucking
squeeze
fish.
it and then air
I hope
comes
it's a
out.
Also, animal cruelty.
Yeah.
It's not a fish.
Aww.
Unfortunately, he's got you again.
Fucking seal!
It was a nostril sniff.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
you meant
nostrils.
literally.
Yeah.
Seals?
No, like literally blowing into a thing.
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
it was the sound of the
Can we
thing.
play it
like,
one
you
more
know,
time?
Penguins
you
back
know
there,
the
though.
game
Yes.
we're playing, like a sound from an animal.
How
not-
judgmental the penguins are in the background. Just watching.
I was gonna
You guys look like idiots and then proceed to waddle.
I was gonna say penguin, so technically,
Technically,
You're right.
I would have been correct.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah, nice. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Congrats. And thank you, Reese, for sending another sound from the wild. All right. Late last night, Nintendo had a 15-minute Nintendo Direct. These are getting pretty loose, the Nintendo Directs. They used to be full press conferences done as a video with multiple trailers. We're now getting directs that are the Splatoon Direct. We had the Mario Kart World Direct. These are pretty much glorified trailers, and I laughed it up because I like a Nintendo video and a Nintendo Direct. It was all about Donkey Kong Bananza. We'll have a quick look at that playing in the background. It was a full 15 minutes and list off a couple of the features, and then I'll go around the horn and you guys can all list off what you like, what you didn't like, if you're excited, if not.
I respect.
I haven't finished listing the things.
Oh.
The big reveal is that this character here,
Donkey Kong.
That's Donkey Kong.
That's donkey.
That's Donkey Kong.
The Rock,
Oh.
Johnson, is not actually a rock. It turns out to be Pauline, a young Pauline, who is now the sidekick in this game. Pauline famously was the damsel in distress in the original Donkey Kong game. She was at the top of the tower being chased or being saved by Jumpman. She's now a young sidekick, and she can sing to defeat her enemies, also turning Donkey Kong into a zebra or
can
an
I.
ostrich at any given time. Pauline can be controlled by another player. So it does have the kind of Mario Galaxy vibes of being able to have a younger gamer near you that can waggle and
like
just
Mario and Bowser Jr.
Yep, those little sort of assist mode kind of versions. There'll be challenge levels. Everything else we'd seen before in terms of it's the terraforming or terra unforming mechanic that's a big part in this one. The game has a series of worlds that are each another layer underground. So all these biomes are actually, sort of cavernous spaces that are one on top of another.
Zelda did it.
Zelda did it as well. Very true. We did get a little sneak peek at Cranky Kong is in this. Rambi the Rhino is in this. Apparently Dixie, Diddy, and other characters will turn up, but we did see a lot more of the new characters, the new antagonists, the other Kongs, Grumpy Kong.
Is Funky
Prima.
there?
I haven't seen Funky. But there's
Funky
three
Kong?
new.
Yeah, you don't know Funky Kong?
I'm not a big Kong.
He's like the surfing one.
Man,
with
he
the
was the radical
sunglasses.
surfer guy I used to fly around with. But yeah, look, there's a heap of information about this. It is a very colourful, very different game, one might say, for the Kong series.
The Kongiverse?
The Kongiverse, if you will. I think there's a lot to
won't.
talk about, a lot to baby like, a lot that seems so different. I'm not sure I do like it. Ruby?
Knack 3, baby.
It does
It's
give
Here
back.
it is.
Knack is back.
Knack
Does give
3.
Knack
Let's
vibes,
go.
doesn't it?
Well, kind of touching on what you said about like Nintendo Directs these days been like kind of crazy long things on one game. I personally prefer it to like one game having 4 separate trailers getting released, like gameplay trailer, overview trailer, story trailer.
They do recycle a lot when they do it that way versus here you get everything
You get
in
everything.
one file. Yeah, no,
I
see
respect
that. I
it,
see that.
and I like that they're going silly with it.
It is silly.
It is very silly looking. It's very knack coded. I think the knack games are really fun. I
Do
think
we
Pauline's
get
very
confirmation that
cute.
this is the Mario Odyssey developers? Everyone's been talking about it like it is, based on the kind of color palette, the sort of high level of creativity on show, but I don't think it's ever been confirmed if it is internally the Odyssey team.
They usually
not sure.
are pretty hush about the teams that work on stuff at Nintendo.
Yeah, okay. Everyone is still suspecting it, I guess, is the big thing.
Yeah.
Based on how, like, Odyssey did introduce a full, like, scaly textured T-Rex into the Mario universe that felt very out of place, but people were like, this is great. So
It's funny.
It's trying a lot of silly stuff. Pete, you love the Donkey Kong games growing up.
I like the side scrolling. I never
side-scrollers.
played Donkey Kong 64, which
Neither
is
did
like
I.
the closest game to being a predecessor to this, really, in being a 3D Donkey Kong game. And everyone knows the Donkey Kong rap, which hopefully there's some rap.
They
in
play
this.
that in this. There is a number of the songs played in the background of this trailer that are like the music in the game are remixes of all the classics from Donkey Kong Country. And there is which is missing in Mario Kart, there is a record player that you can go to and unlock songs and listen to them. And I reckon Donkey Kong Country might have the greatest video game music of all time in it. So I'm actually, in terms of
It's up-
memorable
it's up
like
there.
jams, like they're
It's up there.
amazing. But yeah,
I'm just interested in how much
God,
destruction is in this, like world crumbly stuff, which I know is the knackness of it, but is
Just play Knack.
well.
At that point,
In
just play
fact,
Knack.
play Knack
you
too.
can, you can play Knack 100 times, and I have.
And I have.
And I'll
but-
do it again.
But no, I'm looking for something fresh.
Sure.
So I'm interested to see. I like playing games on the Switch. I like Nintendo first-party games generally. I tend to enjoy them, so I am not against this. But I certainly don't look at this and go like, "This game is made for me."
Yeah.
It doesn't sing to me. But until you see Poppy Kong, and then you're like, "All right, there's something for everyone in this."
Well,
game.
Yeah.
In terms of the destruction, a lot of people got a hands-on of the demo that was played when people got hands-on with the Switch 2. So this comes out June 17th, I should point out. So not long now. Is that like next week?
That's today, isn't it?
It's July
happened?
17, not June. Today's June 19.
the
Yeah.
It says
Yeah.
June 17th in the rundown. July
embarrassing.
17th.
Adele's fired.
Adele fired
no.
again today. That's twice today.
Adele, you're rehired.
July 17th, I apologize. People who got their hands on playing the demo said the levels you could almost destroy them entirely. There was some kind of like metal stuff under it that you couldn't destroy, but I think there's like a reset button. So if you destroy somewhere that you need to then get access to, you can undo it. And they didn't show that off in this trailer, but people talked about that. So
No,
yeah.
but you look like you fucking hate this.
I'm not a Kong guy. Do we really care about destructible environments that much anymore? It was like that's like a real.
That's like Battlefield
what was-
3,
no,
man.
there was like that
Red-
gorilla,
Red
Red
Faction.
Faction gorilla, whatever.
That's
Yeah.
the one. That's
That
the
was-
sequel to
and
Red
that-
Faction that started
but that
even
was
earlier.
But that was the one that was like,
Yeah,
whoa, you can,
terrifying
yeah.
like, you can like destroy everything, and it was mind blowing. And I'm looking at this, and I'm like, to what end is this little monkey man destroying the environment. Like, cool, you got through the door. Like,
does-
it might as well be a door.
I
you know
guess,
what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
It's
It does-
hard. It's hard to see the level design
Correct,
in
yeah.
such a short bit
I'm
of content.
sure they
True.
can do it. It's Nintendo, but I share the same concern you have, which is like, is this going to make it less curated, fun, linear
That's what I mean.
levels?
It
and is it
doesn't-
going to feel messy? This whole thing screamed messy to me.
I worry that when you add that functionality in and you make it like a bit of a gimmick, then you're kind of like buying yourself a little leeway to not like really curate this amazing level. That is like every bit of it is
Unless
planned.
you go side scrolling again.
well, I mean, this looks amazing to me.
Yeah.
I totally hear that. I totally agree with it. I'm just trying to find things that I like about this.
Yeah.
Or that could be interesting. And I guess I would say that Donkey Kong the character has always been like big, strong,
Sexy,
destroyer,
powerful.
It's what Wreck-It Ralph is basically.
Totally.
But
Holy
has,
shit,
but
is
has
he Wreck-It
never
Ralph?
been.
With the little man and everything. Like, it actually...
No, wasn't Donkey Kong in
Well, I mean, like,
Wreck-It Ralph?
isn't
Oh, no, I just mean,
no,
like,
no.
I never made the comparison.
Donkey
It
Kong
so
is Wreck-It Ralph because Mario is Fix-It Felix.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like
God,
that's
wow,
That
yeah,
was
right.
the
That
spin
was
on
the
it.
kind of
Yeah.
thing. But this now
Yeah.
feels the most like it. Sorry.
But
Yeah.
also, he's just in all the Donkey Kong Country games, and I didn't play 64, but I don't remember you being able to just like punch holes in shit, and that's what that guy is built to do. And so this is the first game where Donkey Kong is actually going to be able to punch a hole in a
So
wall.
it doesn't feel like a Donkey Kong thing because Donkey Kong
No, totally,
beforehand has always
but I
felt-
think maybe it's. I'm
He's
interested to
built
see if it
throw
feels.
barrels.
Yeah,
I
true.
mean, I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm. It looks great. I think it looks good. Like, it's beautiful. It's colorful. It's great. But I'm really curious to see that the lack of like a Mario game or a Zelda game
Yeah.
for the Switch 2 launch. I'm curious to see if people will treat this as a game that's kind of unequal to one of those things. Because
Yeah,
in my
fair.
mind, it just isn't in terms of like how people feel about this big, beautiful monkey.
Yeah.
I'm with you entirely. I hope it does though. Like I'm not here being like, I don't know, you're not either jaded that you're like, I don't think it can. I hope it surprises everyone and comes out and I'm gonna play it. I still love everything I'm seeing and I'm gonna enjoy it. It's not the direction I was hoping for this character and for this franchise to go. But
What were you hoping?
kind of like I love the 3D, but I do love the Kong family and the Donkey Kong
Do you like the
country.
Kongtomization that we saw just
Is that what
before?
it's actually called?
I called it that.
Okay,
I
fair
made
enough.
it
Well
up.
done to you, Ruby.
Thank you.
I just like the remake of the 2D side scrollers, and I think it's some of the best side scrolling platforming I've ever experienced. Tropical Freeze, DK, the remake. I don't think you just make more of that, but I think they just went a bit wacky and messy here. For
I
me.
like
but I'm old.
that. Yeah, no,
Yeah, I know.
I think you know, game dev is innovative and
Yeah,
taking
totally.
the idea of Donkey Kong
This
and,
shit
and
can't just
making
put
it.
eyes on rocks and call
Oh, but
them
that's
characters.
classic
They
Rare
put
design.
eyes on a hat
I
and called it a
love-
character in Mario
Yeah.
Odyssey.
That's true.
I-
There's
I-
that
eyes on
team.
anything.
Like those like, you know, house with eyes or some shit. Those characters, when I saw them, I'm like, oh, this feels like classic Rare, and that's what
Yeah.
those elements I really like. But at the same time, I really like the Donkey Kong redesign because I think it, you know,
Yeah.
it's kind of going back to Donkey Kong's roots of what he looked like.
I love his redesign's cool. I
yeah.
just thought some of these things around the world are a bit naff, but
I think I like the insanity of
what's
it
this?
because the thought of being a very strong ape that just breaks shit is very exciting to
True.
me.
Final-
I loved Knack. You know.
I saw this.
loved the Robbie Williams biopic. Just
Oh,
for that
yeah.
exact reason.
Better man.
The last thing we'll touch on, I saw
Hell
this
yeah.
trailer, and I immediately,
Hell
when they
yeah.
announced Pauline, I just pictured Ruby losing her shit and
She's
getting
so
very excited.
cute.
Child Pauline.
Child Pauline.
Pauline.
I
She's
think
It's a
fucking
prequel.
cute.
Yeah, it is. Well,
Yeah.
then what happens that he starts kidnapping her in the Jumpman game, in the
God.
Donkey
Yeah.
Kong
Consider
game?
this. Maybe misunderstanding.
Potentially, yeah, but I want to see that play out.
Is
Yeah.
there any chance there's like a twist come release day and it is a really dark,
I reckon the
Kidnap
final
story.
chapter of this is a real
Yeah.
fucked up one where her parents turn up and try to hunt Kong.
You know what's so funny?
Oh, that
the,
could be fun.
the first thought I had when seeing Mr. Kong in his britches is he's jacking Lanky Kong's swag, and he talks so much shit on him in the DK rap. And yes,
He
I'm
does.
saying that as if Donkey Kong is doing the rap.
He's not doing the rap, is he?
He's not doing the rap, but I believe that he is.
He wrote it.
He wrote
He
it.
wrote it.
And like he looks like Lanky Kong,
He
especially in
is-
the light. It's
he
crazy.
is seer to the rappers Rihanna.
Yeah.
This is so true.
But Pauline, interesting addition. I think the design's really cute. I like the sidekick thing. I will just say, I will take my hate off the air. I can't stand that she has a human voice in it. I love voiceless stuff in Nintendo. I like that Mario doesn't talk. I like that all characters don't really talk. And she had some pretty clunky, almost Princess Zelda.
Is Clunky Kong in it?
Clunky Kong.
Oh, McClunky Kong.
I didn't love the amount of the songs are really really cheesy. I don't know, Josh, if you can just skip to the end of this trailer and play a bit of the music
To
when
be
they
fair,
fall down the hole.
I'm pretty sure she spoke in Odyssey, and she also sang.
And she's the mayor of New Donk City, right?
She was an
She was
adult.
the mayor of
Yeah.
New York
Yeah.
City.
So, any chance that we finish this game and it leads straight into the beginning of Odyssey somehow?
Maybe.
well, I mean, she sings "Jump Up Superstar" in
I love
Odyssey.
that.
So
I like the-
I understand the link of her being a little singing girl.
Yep.
I think it's really cute.
I love the singing. There's some voice lines delivered in this that feel unnecessary and kind of weirdly translated and just not my Kong.
That's charming though.
Not my Kong.
Either
It
way,
doesn't become
Hashtag
to
not my
me.
Kong.
Yeah. But look, it comes out in less than a month, so I'll be proven wrong then and enjoy monking around with a little girl.
Monkeying around.
See, I told you, really close to getting
Yeah.
cancelled. But just in time. Go, now here's what we'll be playing.
You can't just start saying that in the real world to
Doesn't
save
work.
yourself.
The police
Yeah.
officers will be playing.
They don't like it. It's time for What We've Been Playing, where we discuss the games that we've been playing this week, and it's sponsored by Nacrotex.
Also dead.
Rest in peace.
That sounds like the that. Can you play it one more time? It sounds like the scratch at the start of the Run DMC Walk This Way Aerosmith.
Oh,
It's like
Dating yourself with that one.
Yeah, what's
it sounds like Troye Sivan's new song.
No,
Okay.
it's okay.
Move on.
Addison Rae.
yeah.
There we go.
Don't save it, Ruby. Move on.
Yeah, I'm trying to help him be young. So for Nacrotex, we like to play a round of Screenshot in the Dark, which is one of his Pocket Pals games.
We love to.
Based off of Guess the Game. You'll get 6 screenshots. The next one, less vague. I'm so bad at
It's a hard one to
explaining it.
describe. See screenshots, yell your name out when... yell your name out if you know the game that the screenshot's from. But you get one guess. If you call it out too early, you're out for the whole game.
Okay.
Josh, take it away.
There are no rules, though. You can do whatever you want.
I swear we've had this one before.
It looks familiar, but all video games look the same.
Novak. Oh, I'm panicking now. Horizon Zero Dawn.
The whole thing.
Oh, I'm out now forever.
Yeah, you can never play again. You could go home if you wanted to.
Oh.
Oh, who are these freaks?
Ruby.
No,
Is it Nier Automata?
It's pronounced Nier
Damn it.
Automata.
Yeah.
Automata.
Automata.
Pia?
What's the matter?
Automata you.
Gotta
Yeah.
know respect.
What's the
Very
matter?
good.
You don't know what this game's
Yeah.
about.
I thought this game was 2D.
No,
There's
it's
some
2B.
Oh, it's 2B.
Oh, we
Jesus,
have fun.
what a logo. All right.
Nier Automata. And
Thanks.
now we're going to talk about what we've been playing. We're going to start with Pete.
Yep.
You've been playing The Altars.
I sure have been playing The Altars, which many people have been excited about for a long time. Josh played the demo of. Are you familiar with The Altars?
I'd never heard of it until it hit Game Pass, and now I really want to play it.
Yeah,
Alright.
cool. Well, it's a super cool game. It is a narrative-heavy survival game with a Fallout Shelter base expansion builder in it. You play Jan Dalski, who's crash-landed on this alien planet and's got to move his giant wheel base across the surface to avoid the deadly radiation of the impending sunrise. The survival game genre is something I play a lot of, and it's been quite prolific and kind of invasive in the last decade. We're seeing survival mechanics in a lot of other genres. We've just played a lot of Dune Awakening, and there's a lot of survival in that. Monster Hunter Wilds has a lot of survival mechanics. And now we're seeing a like science fiction narrative game with survival mechanics as the core gameplay. There is a significant like time crunch in this game, which gives the whole thing a sense of urgency. The sun is about to rise, so as opposed to getting in like the comfortable grind set, you're constantly thinking about moving to the next area. You got to just keep on moving. There's like constant drive forwards from the narrative and the sun coming up, and there's limited exploration in each of the acts. The game is broken into acts, and each act has its own area.
Sure.
And these areas don't have a vast exploration. They're quite linear, and it's really about choosing which resources to mine and how much of it you're going to need for the kind of expansion you're doing of your base and the people that you have in your base. The new workers that you bring in, that's kind of not a new concept in a management survival sim like this, where you get the bonus of having another worker to produce more resources, but the trade-off is that they consume a lot of resources as well. So that's not unusual in these kinds of games. The unusual thing here is that every new worker you bring in is an alternate version of you, which is where the alters comes from. So there is a quantum computer on your wheel ship, on your transport device, and that allows you to search through your DNA into alternate versions of you in space-time, where you've made different Gwyneth Paltrow-style sliding doors decisions
what a reference.
on what to become or how to live your life. So there's a version of you that
Didn't get on the train.
fought back against his father, didn't get on the train,
That did get cancelled on a
and
Twitch
now
stream.
has an egg inside them. It's made of jade.
Cool.
But
Inside egg. Yeah.
there's a version of you that left home young and and pursued science and became a scientist. There's a version of you that became a botanist. There's a version of you that is a mining engineer. And so you can choose based on tiers, so they're not all available at the start, but you can choose the tier 1s at the start, and then you progress, you can choose the tier 2s, and give yourself options of like 6 choices per tier of how you want to progress and what resources you think are the most important. It does give you a mechanic to help you fix your ship, and the next logical choice is the scientist for research. So you kind of will start in the same way on most playthroughs of this game. And it's not a roguelike, you don't just reset, but you might choose to go back in time in your saves a few days if you've made some decisions, because you can move through days really quickly. As soon as you start doing anything related to the survival mechanics, it takes time, but it speeds through it. So it might take 3 hours to mine a resource. It happens in 10 seconds, but you spent most of a day getting ore for whatever purpose. And so that's a choice you've made, and it may be the wrong one if you get hit by solar radiation on the next morning and you can't go out and you're desperate for food. So there's reasons to kind of save scum a little bit, but there's a fail state. You can die. And one of those fail states is the sun rises. Another is the altars rebel against you. You need to spend a bunch of your time in this game managing the relationships with other versions of yourself.
Hell yeah.
Which fucking rocks. It's actually the most interesting thing about this game. Despite it all is aesthetically sick, and it all feels cool and ominous and dire. But then you're like, I need to play beer pong with the mechanic because he's getting the shits, and we need to do something to lift the mood. And we're gonna all sit around and watch a 3-hour film at the end of the night, and everyone's
it's over in 10 seconds.
Spirits, exactly. Yeah, you can watch the movies that are in there, but you can skip it and you just raise the spirits of everyone. But there's so much of it is about managing the relationships between yourself, and there's reasonable cutscenes that happen as you interact with each other. I'll get Josh to show you a clip in a second. I do just want to point out some things that I feel that might put some people off this game, because the mining and resource collection is really transactional rather than creative.
Yeah.
I really like a Valheim where you're like, oh, I'm not gonna cut down these trees because it's important for the aesthetic of where I'm building. But because you move so much in this game, and because the nodes of resources are set and limited, you don't really make decisions about how you go about it. You just choose when you're mining and when you're not mining a specific resource, which is kind of like it takes away a little bit of the autonomy of the survival mechanics. But this game isn't really about that. But it was a little bit of a learning curve for me to be like, oh, I kind of am not involved in that process as much as I am in other games. And you can automate it by sending your other workers to go and do that stuff for you as well. But yeah, that's really the only thing, like niggling thing that I have a problem with. And the other thing is it feels pretty AA in some areas. It feels really AAA in a lot of spaces. But yeah, it is really beautiful, but it manages to be beautiful by being really limited and small. And it's really restrictive. I just came off the back of Dune and I'm grappling up the sides of mountains, and here, like, I hit a little rock and I stop and I'm running on the spot. That kind of stuff that feels a little bit like, I don't know, it just makes you so aware of how linear and small the space is, the play space is. But again, it's big enough that it can feel like you're traveling enough distance as the sun's kind of rising and you're just racing back to the base, and it makes the whole thing feel dire. And
How well does it juggle? Like we've played games in the past couple of years that really thrive in this kind of two games in one, or they play off each other, kind of like Cult of the Lamb. It's like you have a town management and you have these fun runs, and they often do that thing which is like just as you get tired of one, you move back into the other and back and forth. Does it handle that well here in terms of the management cross the exploration and mining, or did you find you favored one over the other?
It's just really well balanced. It's
Okay.
The purpose of this game is the narrative, and it's interesting enough that you want to see it through. It's kind of like everything else is you are rallying against to just make sure that the story continues. You know, everything's trying to kill you, and the purpose of it is to do just enough.
But there's no like combat or anything.
There's no combat. There's just
orbs.
There's orbs. Yeah, there's floating orbs that you can burn down and they become a resource. There's alien anomaly stuff.
Yeah, okay.
But to be fair, I'm not at the end of the game. Maybe you do get attacked by something, but there's not been in any of the skill trees building out weaponry.
Yeah.
But there is, like, you do choose, when you've got a scientist, you can choose what you want to research in what order. And so you're making a lot of decisions. And I think there's good replayability in the workers that you choose to pull out of the quantum computer, and the paths that you choose to skill up in order to succeed.
I guess sorry, you go.
You're always the main guy.
Yep.
You never take control of the alter guys.
No. You assign them jobs, you interact with them to make sure that they're happy, but you never play as them.
So the fail state is if the main guy dies and the rest are expendable, kind of?
Yes, yeah.
Okay,
and that's even part of the story as well. It's called the Dolly Project, the mission that you're on, and it's alluding to the sheep, the cloned sheep. The first thing. Sorry?
Not the pardon.
Not the pardon. Yeah, you don't go around
beg your
singing
pardon.
country
One
tunes.
day we'll clone Dolly.
They're all humming 9 to 5 as they're mining.
Way to make a
We're back on
living.
my dreams.
Yeah, it's like I'm at the third act, which is a more hostile environment to traverse as well. I'm upgrading my suit to make sure that I can do it, and everything becomes a little trickier, but it becomes more challenging to send just workers out because they're not wearing the same gear you are. And
Right.
So
Yeah,
there's a bunch of choices constantly, and I have gone back. I jumped back 10 days at one point because I was like, well, I failed. I got killed by my alters. They killed me in my sleep because they fucking
Yeah, that
hated
checks
me.
out.
Yeah.
Can you romance?
Oh my God, I was gonna ask
your
the same
alters?
thing.
I don't
And
know.
is
We
it
were all thinking it.
is it
Daddy, may I?
is it gay or is it masturbation?
It would be masturbation.
Okay.
I've thought a lot about this.
Yeah, no,
That was a quick answer.
that was
You're
really
I
quick
thought a
and
lot
really
about this.
definitive.
You said that so quick.
Yeah.
I also disagree, but we don't need to get into that.
Yeah.
You've also thought a lot about this. But I haven't encountered any romancing, but there is a lot of you all have a wife.
Oh,
So that you,
just
that-
one wife?
Well, you've all
Everyone, my
you-
wife.
in
Everyone
most
together.
My wife.
in most
wife.
Our wife.
lives,
Our lives.
in most instances of yarns, they have a can't remember her name. My wife, the same woman that they met incidentally in their past,
But not in the station.
not in the station and not in this reality.
Yeah,
you
'cause
basically
you're cloning
the,
ones
the,
that-
the science the science of it. The concept is that these people existed in alternate realities. You're able to, through the quantum computer and your DNA, absorb their consciousness and get them printed into a new body. So
Just
it's not
like real
you're-
life.
Yeah.
Just like real life.
Yeah.
You're not pulling them out of an alternate reality. You're pulling the conscious state that they would have been in so the quantum computer makes all the decisions. You gotta listen. You gotta listen. This makes sense.
It's all getting a bit
But does that mean
Ant-Man.
did they have some existential crisis when they realized that
Yeah.
the thing that they
And that they're
I
not
reckon
real.
probably,
yeah.
Absolutely. And that they're not real. They are not the version of Yarn that exists in this universe.
but they have memories of what the
and they're
quantum
like, this
computer-
isn't my body, but I am.
Are
the
there
quantum
any
computer-
alters that are a Wumyan?
Not that I've encountered, no.
So hang on, they're all cloned personalities of the person that still exists elsewhere
Yes.
at that time.
Yeah, but like that theoretically exists because do alternate universes exist?
So-
they don't really play with that in this so far. It's more that they have the computing power to assume based on this person's DNA, they've got only your DNA, that had you made X, Y, Z decisions in your past, you would have become this person. We can create that
the
consciousness.
computer can build the brain of that person basically.
and put
The
them
clone
and
is
print them
you.
into your and put them into a body that is yours, effectively.
But do we know that that person actually exists in another
We-
universe?
no.
I mean, we're getting in the weeds.
We're
here,
getting in the weeds.
but-
So are they at the same
because,
time.
Because
Yeah.
there's
They're
yes,
literally
because there's
arguing.
infinite versions of reality. So one of these people would
So
exist.
is it a race to get
theoretically.
back to the wife and the winner get like the one person
Winner
You're
gets
trying to
the
get
wife.
home.
Yeah.
No, it's not winner gets wife. There's a side. Well, there's a bit of a subplot that's like, because you're communicating with the people that own this spaceship
Yep.
and the people that sent you on this mission, and there's that's the tension of the narrative. But it's like you're constantly asking, when I get back, what happens to my alters? Because you're becoming friends with them, and they're like, we'll work that out. And it's like, nah, gonna
Yeah.
just put a
What
box
you
through
do
their
wanna
head.
see-
Yeah.
I really
They're
hope
gonna go the
they-
way of the sheep.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can tell you're enjoying it and you want to probably get to the end. Mainly, a big part would be to see how they handle that as from a narrative perspective.
Again, yeah, I think like all of the mechanics of it work really well, but it is a narrative sci-fi game
Yeah.
as the driving factor.
I love that for any of the game as well that could feel like repetitive, or the mining stuff. If that ever did start to feel a bit like, oh, this is just the meat and...
Yeah, you just go back to base, kiss yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's that you're compelled
Print
enough
a
to
new
go
version
like,
of yourself, kiss
Yeah.
them.
I'm compelled
Oh.
enough to do that mundane mining because I want to work out, I want to get back to this stuff and I want to see where this story's going.
And the whole time you're thinking that all these interactions are so fascinating because I chose to print that guy. This guy doesn't have to be in this cutscene.
That's crazy.
I could have printed...
Oh my God.
You can tell from that
I
one
could have
guy in the
printed
back.
but like that's the replayability to me is like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to do narratively. This is going to play out. The same plot happens,
are there
but
any
there's going to
that
be
are like-
different voices,
Yeah,
different
yeah, yeah.
opinions, different consciousnesses.
Same voice actor, though.
Same voice
presumably.
actor.
Yeah,
well,
that's true.
let's hear what happens when all
Hi,
of the
I'm the
voice
nerd
actors
one.
are communicating with each other. Josh, can you jump to that little bit? It might be a little bit of scrubbing. Yeah, here we go.
Give us a bit of music.
Oh no, no.
Crank it.
No.
They're not even harmonizing.
They have the same voice. They're just singing one
No.
tone.
Is this masturbating?
A little
In
bit.
a way, yeah.
No way. Are they making their own music videos?
So I don't know how much I influence what happens in this cutscene, but one of them's like, I'm a DJ. The other one's like, guitar's the way to go. Another one's like, I'm more into something else, piano or something. And they're like, what instrument should we play? And it's like, I'll go and print a guitar. And so I went and printed an acoustic guitar
What
on the
memories did you print
fabricator.
into that guitar?
And then they were like, everyone was having a conversation about what life is. And so all of these pieces of dialogue are based on like options that I chose. So there's infinite variations of this fucking song with different versions of Yarn.
Oh my god.
It's just like,
Oh.
and it's cringe as hell.
Oh yeah, it's dorky.
But
kinda
it's
love it, though.
but it lifts the spirits. I tell you what, everyone's smiling.
Where else could
once
you
I get
do
to the
something
next
this
act.
cringy but on your own space station with just versions of yourself? It's basically glorified singing in the mirror.
Yeah.
I love it. I relate
Hate
to
it.
it.
Just the thought of like 4 of me singing together for pleasure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they should be kissing.
Oh man,
There are other
they
things you
should
can
be
do for pleasure.
fucking.
They really, this should
What are
finish
they
just
doing?
strip off and get in the pile, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alters is fucking cool.
That's very cool.
I really think there's going to be some like conversation about it for a couple of months at least, and
It's
I don't
just-
know that it's game of the year with like such a strong year, but it is a contender for me in how engaging and interesting a take it is.
Sure. The fact that like half of the gameplay is something you kind of glossed over and said was pretty linear and whatever does give me cause for concern a little bit.
Yeah, I
You know what I
guess
mean?
like I don't know how to address those concerns other than saying I didn't know what to expect of this game going into it, but because I knew there was kind of some of the Fallout sheltery stuff, and that would require resource management, but the balance of it is really solid, and I was like, am I going to be going and mining 1 million ore? The answer is no. You get just enough to survive and to keep moving, and so you kind of just like are constantly resetting as opposed to amassing infinite resources and building storage that is just effectively unlimited, and building up a house for yourself in the nicest
Satisfactory
the nicest
or
spot.
something,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. It's like it's so not about that, which I think is actually I was surprised by and am enjoying.
It was a really lofty sort of blueprint for a game when they first announced it, and I was a bit concerned that I was like, is this actually going to pay off? And maybe just in the way you've expressed what you've enjoyed from it, it does feel like it at least gives that illusion of, or what it can do about multiple characters, so much variables in it. I'm like, that's super impressive to even get you that far into that kind of idea of what a game could be with.
And if nothing more, I like seeing games that have this kind of, funding and investment in it that aren't like combat focused.
Yeah.
Or like just doing the same old stuff. So I do respect like the mixing of genres, even if it's not perfect.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I mean, you're killing those orbs, let's just be clear.
I'm kissing myself. So,
And you're kissing yourself, so.
win-win.
it's a kissing simulator.
Yeah.
11-bit did the Frostpunk games, but also I'm just gonna look it up really quickly because it's slipping. 11-bit Studios, This War of Mine,
Oh, yeah.
Frostpunk, Moonlighter,
Children of Morta.
Children of
Good
Morta.
game.
So they've kind of like they did the Invincible recently, which was kind of a dud. But they have dealt with war stuff, and so maybe they were like, we've done enough of that. Let's
totally.
try and stay away from that space. Yeah.
I mean, it's on Game Pass, so I look forward to playing it for free.
Yeah.
Well, not for free.
I believe it's also it's like pretty much anyone who's got a subscription service can play it. It's on if you got Game Pass, you can play it on Xbox or PC. It's on it's PS Plus game this month as well. So there's like I don't know where it's being sold. It's just available if you've got a subscription somewhere.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Sweet.
pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Gus, you've been playing Tron Catalyst.
Tron Catalyst. Yeah, I checked this out. It is about time we're about to get a new Tron movie. So there is a new Tron game. Tron Catalyst, it's a top-down isometric game from Bithell Games. They worked on Thomas Was Alone, which is an amazing game. They also did the previous Tron game. This one is a action RPG, I guess. You play a program called EXO, and you've been caught up in a sort of conspiracy due to a glitch in the Tron world, the grid, I believe it's called, and it causes you to continually reboot into the grid. So it's got a kind of Groundhog Day vibes to the whole thing. And so the narrative follows EXO as she escapes from the arena, and then you basically run and light cycle around the world of Tron, hacking and slashing and just moving from one story beat to the next. It's this, as I said, the second game in the Tron universe from the team. They also worked on a sort of more narrative-focused, almost visual novel game. The previous one, I forget the actual. It was Tron Suffix. I forget what it was called. And that had a bit more of a deck
Tron
build.
again.
Yeah, deck building and very, very narrative-focused. And these developers clearly have their heads very deep into the lore of Tron and this world and franchise, which is cool because I really like Tron. I like the idea of Tron. I really wanted a good Tron game since the Legacy film, 2010 Tron Legacy, which has aged really well. That film, people have really gone back and said it's a lot more fun than they remember. And yeah, this game basically tries to tell a new story in that universe. It does an admirable job of giving the feeling like you're in a Tron movie or a Tron game. It has all the sort of appropriate dark neon art style, sort of very undercooked, but an electro kind of synth soundtrack that's there as well. Nothing on Daft Punk, obviously. And then there's the aforementioned narrative and story, which this is very focused on. And it's all on point. There's all the lore stuff. There's the thing about Tron universe is that they're in a computer and they call the users, which are gods, which are the people who use them, they're all programs. Like, it's super naff, but it's still cool. And I think Disney did a really good job of rebooting it and making it feel kind of like slick and sexy, and so that's what this is cashing in on. So yes, in that sense, it looks and sounds and should feel like you're in a video game. It's just not a very fun video game, unfortunately. Yeah, I was trying to hold off on that, but this really does give off the vibe of a kind of rush to market game that feels like it's very much seeing that deadline of Tron Red. What's the next one coming out with Jared Leto in it? Whatever the next.
Art of something.
No, it's like
Artemis?
Phoenix or something, or yeah, someone in chat will know. But the next Tron movie that's coming out, which I'm kind of looking forward to. I think they really wanted to get this out and build up a bit of hype before that film came out.
Ares.
Thank you, Tron Ares. So they're really cashing on that.
Drones. That's
Just
gold.
Tron. Yeah,
Tron.
it in motions, it feels like a video game, but it kind of feels like a top-tier mobile game, I guess. The controls, the combat, everything is just sort of half-cooked. There's like some really good voice acting, but it's only in 10% of the cutscenes. There are some like sort of still image cutscenes with really good voice acting, and then 90% of this game is overwritten. I like story, I like narrative, I like text, but it's overwritten, and the way it all just spews up on screen in between the action sequences is really overbearing, especially when they're using all the jargon from the Tron universe. It just feels quite wanky.
Troniverse, yeah.
And the missions themselves actually all just boil down to go there, pick this up and return, rinse and repeat. And especially in a game that, while this kind of looks impressive, the environments are all incredibly samey, and there's not really any distinguishing features to tell that you're in the downtown district or you're in the harbor or you're in the upper class area. They all just look the same.
Open world?
Open areas, hub areas, that kind of thing. And you do move from chapter to chapter that moves you through different ones. But yeah, it's asking you to head to the office block in the upper district, and you're like, I couldn't tell you what that is, especially at this angle. So the game just devolves into following the objective marker almost the entire game. I was speed playing it by just chasing the objective marker at one point. And yeah, so in that sense, it's a totally serviceable video game. But the sin here, I think, is just squandering the potential of the Tron license. Like, you know, and it's a license that hasn't really ever hit its full potential, I think, in a video game.
Not even close.
No,
Okay, well, I want to ask you this question.
Please.
How much potential does Tron have to be good?
Yeah, that's a solid question.
Because I would argue none.
Well, here's the thing. Like, Tron is based on a video game, and in that game, famously, they had the disc combat and they had the light cycle racing. This game has both those things really lackluster. There's not even the ability to, at the start of the game, on the light cycle, do the arena, the cool Tron light cycle game. It's a really, really floaty bit of transport that doesn't really ever use the walls projected out the back of the bikes at all. No, I think it's there. It's got the potential. It's got a really cool art style. It's got a cool aesthetic. It's got a cool soundtrack. Yeah, it feels really undercooked. There was the 2010 Tron game. I wrote this one down. I did. No, I didn't. Shit. There was the tie-in game for the movie. I think that now looks better by comparison to what this game is.
Oof.
Tron Evolution.
Thank you, Josh. Tron Evolution. Compared to like. There's just not much that to do in this game rather than follow this one narrative and just run around and beat these sort of one-note characters down, especially after playing a game like The Precinct recently. I know I'm just comparing camera angles, but like that felt like a world that I was in and I could explore, and there was so much to do. This just has
But
none
question,
of that. Please.
isn't that because Earth is interesting and the Tron video game is stylish as fuck, but is empty. It's barren by design.
Yeah, no, look,
I'm so on board with
yeah,
that.
yeah, you're right. You are.
And so, like,
So-
there's,
so, but- so the
there's no
combat-
there's no new. This is amazing when you first walk into it. Even when I first started looking at this footage, I was like, cool. And 10 minutes later, I'm like,
This looks like
a
shit.
shame.
kind of
Yeah.
over it.
No, I think you're totally right. I guess I'm not looking for a world that I want to live in, but I am looking for a style of combat that would be amazing to do, like disc juggling and really cool combos and like put all the video game stuff into
This
it, and it
looks
would
very
feel
samey.
natural.
Well,
There's a really small skill tree in this. Like it's pathetic. There's like 2 nodes that bounce off 2 other nodes. I ended up actually just leveling up the window for counterattacks and that all counters do 1-hit kills. I broke the game. I basically just walked around doing one button
Yeah.
pressing combat and killing everyone with 1 hit. So yeah, it's just
I
undercooked.
Honestly, just feel bad for any person that is tasked with doing a soundtrack for any sort of Tron game or movie, because it's never gonna fucking amount to Daft Punk.
I agree, but it's also really
always
like
gonna be
quiet.
compared
It's
to
really
that.
quiet. I
Yeah.
tried to turn it up on full. It's just it never really tries to crank it, and like it should really embrace some of the things that the Tron universe can do well, and this
The Troniverse.
just
I think you're
Troniverse.
overselling the Troniverse.
yeah.
I also think like it's cool. It's so cool, but it's like 2 colors, and like maybe action RPG ain't it for this game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Make the
think it
light
was,
cycle racing game, or make the disc frisbee
Exactly.
brawler.
Make it really simple.
Yeah.
Like one
which
thing.
is what that 2010 tie-in was. They were like, let's just.
That's all it needs to
They were
be.
like, this
Yeah.
thing just writes
And-
itself, and they've.
And those are the best kind of like tie-in games where they don't try to overshoot it and make this like big sprawling game with like many mechanics. It's just like do one thing
Or
right
in this case, yeah, the
and
narrative.
immerse the person in the world.
Yep.
And don't try to over flesh it out.
I also just feel like the idea for Tron back in the day seemed really cool and out there, because like nobody'd really done everything's computer, and now it's done in a myriad of different ways better.
Yeah.
You know?
Have you did you guys ever play Death Row? I had it was like the Xbox magazine had a demo of it, and I played the shit
Yes.
out of it. It was a kind of basketball game. You
Yep.
played like it was like 4v4
Future Sport.
Sick.
Death Sport,
Yep.
a disc blade that you would like cut each other up with. But then the
Yeah.
idea was to move it up the court and then throw it through a hoop that was down instead of that way. And so it's like, I know, fucking crazy. But it's like that kind of thing. I'm always like, that's
Totally.
what Tron should be doing. Just
Yeah.
like something really
You're
simple,
right.
Simple arena
but
kind of
great.
shit.
And it
Yeah.
should be action focused. I think you might have just seen there just the sort of swaths of text coming down the side, like, and it is all jargon and characters without any identifying voices or notifications on who is who. So that falls apart. And I'd be remiss if I didn't point out as well that aforementioned reboot Rizz mechanic that I mentioned that seemed like, oh, maybe that'd be really clever. That it's like she keeps rebooting,
Yeah.
and that you can bring knowledge or things that you've unlocked back into the world. It is really poorly handled. Basically, you'll just do everything and the game will say, press the button now to reboot. You'll go back to a checkpoint and then you'll just see characters that'll be like, they'll be like, hey, how do you know about me? And you press a button being like, don't worry about it. And you walk off. Like it's really mishandled. It was almost like the developers were trying to force in a really clever idea that you
Yeah.
could kind of death loop style. You could do multiple runs and you could use knowledge to like mess around with people or set traps for people or do interesting things. It just turns into getting an unlock for your key and then going back to the start and using that key to unlock somewhere else. It's pathetic, actually.
Is it easy to
wow.
pick up the jargon over time, or does the game just kind of go, "You're a Tron head, right? You'll get this"?
I
'Cause,
guess
like-
if you found it compelling, but it starts dropping some of the jargon and you just kind of go like, oh yeah, I guess that's what they mean by like. I can't even think of it.
Plug
but it's
me
like,
back in, man.
But it means you have to use an extra 10% on, like you have to use 110 or 20% when you're reading it to sort of digest what they're talking about. And it's not very interesting in the
Yeah.
first place. So it's a real struggle. And again, that makes it sound like I just tuned out, but it was
This
like,
looks so cheap, man.
they did the previous narrative game that was
This is
almost
very
all this,
precinct,
but it looked
actually.
so much sexier. It was a visual novel and it had all these cool like sort of depth effects and it had like sort of rendered characters and it was like a Telltale game, but you would meet all
Yeah.
these characters and they were in these cool environments. This feels like what they wanted to make the whole game and they ran out of budget or they ran out of time and they made the rest of it
Or they
just,
were told to make it more gamey.
yeah, and the rest of it is all just that autoplay dialogue down the side.
It's like
and
a sad reality that unless you're Disco Elysium, you can't really get away with.
I genuinely
got
feel bad for them because I
heading
know
heavy
they're
on
a good
visual
studio
novel.
and I feel like this was just them going, we have Disney as a client. We've been tasked with making a Tron game. What can we pull together? And I bet someone in there was like, what if I had a reboot mechanic? And they're like, it needs to be done next week. So yeah, unfortunately, this really isn't a fantastic game. Look, for the Tron heads out there, if you were just like, I'm dying to play something in this universe.
And who are you?
Yeah, who are you? But it's like,
You're talking to
I
him
thought
right
I
now.
was. It's passable, but it kind of feels like a game that a parent would give a kid at Christmas, not knowing what it is. Kind of like
This looks like it
going
could have been
somewhere.
anything, and they just skinned it as a Tron game.
Yeah.
That too.
Like,
That's
and-
totally.
And it would have been better as anything else because there would have been biomes.
Or colors.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, unfortunately, Tron Catalyst, Tron average.
It's not
Is-
Tron.
Tron.
Tron,
Yeah.
Tron do it.
I
Tron.
think
Tron.
Lil Flato
Tron.
said it best when they said, Tron,
Tron.
Tron, do it.
Beautiful. Novak,
Hi.
you've been playing Kingdom Come Deliverance.
I've not really been playing it so much as I've been living
True,
as
true, true.
Henry,
Yeah.
who's a beautiful young man in 1400s Czechoslovakia, Czechia, if you will. It's like a very RPG. If like The Witcher is your kind of actiony, bullshitty RPG set in ye olde times, that one has a bit of magic. But this one's like you're living as some nobody schmucko. Some bad stuff happens, and you have to like live his bloody life. Like you gotta get in. Have you guys played it?
I played probably the first 5 or 6 hours of the first one and about the same of the sequel. As
I'm
well.
like, I don't know, 70 hours deep.
Holy
I think I'm like
crap.
maybe 70% through the main quest.
Yep.
Henry the
And
God King.
I'm like, I'm getting strong.
Yeah.
I'm like leveling up at a pace that's really exciting. This is the thing, it like starts you off. So basically, okay, you're a blacksmith's son. There he is. Some bad things happen in your village, and you are kind of left alone to get revenge. And you start off like any game, you start off at level 1. But like you're really, really pathetic.
Yeah.
like
bum.
but
Yeah.
like truly pathetic. If
Yeah.
you go to fight anyone, you will die.
You're a peasant.
Like you cannot win anything. So like for the first if you're me, like 30 hours of the game, you have to spend like a solid portion of it like going to this knight, or like captain of whatever, and be like, hey, can I like practice fighting you? Cause like I'm getting my ass handed to me all the time and I can't beat like one guy.
Yeah.
So you like it sounds so boring, and in a way it is, but you just have to like grind
Yep.
and like learn combos. And it's like you really have to be meticulous with where you're swinging your sword or I use a mace.
Nice.
And you just got to like really learn how to do it like it was real life. I mean, I've never swung a sword in real life, but it's like it's
good.
not.
Give that man
I
a
recommend
mace.
it.
Oh god.
But it's so rewarding in a way
Yeah.
that isn't like those sweaty games where you just kind of learn this like twitchy skill
Yeah.
and like get real good at it, and then it's like not. To me, that's not rewarding. To me, the rewarding part is like the immersion that comes with it, where it's like I feel like I'm this massive loser, and every time he gets a little bit better at something, it's like the most rewarding thing I've ever felt in my whole life.
Yeah.
And it's like everything that's designed to almost to like make things annoying for you, where it's like if I go in the bush right now, I'm gonna come out and my clothes will be dirty and it's 1470 whatever, and I've got to go to the bathhouse in another town to wash my clothes. And it's like stuff like that I'm like, oh my god, is this like real
Yeah.
life?
Heaven
like,
forbid you stink in
I'm here.
medieval
And,
times.
And then you
people
go
think
talk
of
to people
you
and they're
less,
like,
yeah.
Christ, Hunter, you smell like shit. And it's just like, oh my god, I
Covered in
do.
dong.
I've got to go down to the bathhouse. He's not Scottish, but I just wanted to bust it out.
Yeah.
And it's
That's
just,
good.
Very good.
but it's like it's so immersive, and it's like 7 years old.
Yeah.
And I never knew this game existed. I'd like never heard of it
So
until
you-
the second one came out, and everyone's like,
Okay, so that's when you started, like the start of this year, because I was like February this year.
And it went on sale on Steam for like
Yeah.
$14
Yeah.
for like the edition with all the DLC. So
Yeah.
I bought
It had such an interesting reception when it first came out because it was it bucked the trend in terms of the power fantasy that we get in video games.
But apparently it was really buggy, is what I can get
was,
from
yeah,
my
after
cursory
launch.
Googling. I'm
Yeah.
like, why wasn't this like the GOAT for like everyone?
But
Yeah.
people persevered through that
Yeah.
because they saw the greatness
And
in
I think-
these devs.
Like my bandmate John loves a quick fix on a video game, and he'll play like a platformer or he'll play like a roguelite or whatever and just do like a run of something and then that's it.
Yeah.
And it's not for those people because it's like you can only save in a bed that you own or a bed of a friend, and they're few and far between. And if you die, it'll jump you back like 3 hours if you haven't. Or if you want to, if you have a potion that you brewed. And by the way, when like the alchemy in this game is like put your bag of sage on there, reach into the bag of sage, put it on the dish, pick up the dish, put it into the cauldron, make sure the water's boiling to the timer. Keep the fucking thing boiling because you'll fucking. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
And you need that to like save, and it's just like, I love it so much, man. Like
You're
I
a glutton
can't,
for punishment. But
I
it's
can't
like,
get enough. No, because I'm like a god now. I'm unstoppable now.
he can swing a mace and he's got 2 potions. He's played it for 70 hours.
Yes. But and I say that I'm a god now, and usually in a game like this, in say The Witcher, it would mean. That, I mean, that's a bad example, but like in another old-timey action
Let's say
game.
like an Elder Scrolls game.
Exactly.
You become,
in Oblivion, if
you get
I'm
to
like
point where
the
you're killing
god,
them. Yeah.
I can kill everyone all the time, no matter how many there are.
Yeah.
Right? To a certain extent. In this one, I feel like a god, and I still can only really kill like
One or two, yeah.
3 people.
Yeah, right.
Maybe if they have like worse armor than me, and it's so immersive. Like it's so immersive because
It sounds humbling. Like,
well, it's just it allows you. What it does is it sounds unfair, right? Like it sounds that it's like punishing you, but what it does is it allows you to kind of react to things as you would in real life.
Totally, yeah.
And somehow the systems in the game react the way you would expect them to react. So it's
Yeah.
like I've been training real hard with Captain Robard, and I think I can beat this guy's ass. And it's like, yeah, I can.
Well,
You know, like it's the logic is what's happening.
Do you want to open this?
Yeah.
oh, this is the second one that you're a little behind.
So we heard you were playing the first one. We're like, that's strange that you've just picked that up. I wonder if you own Kingdom Come Deliverance too. So we reached out to PlayOn, who are the publishing team in Australia, and we were like, hey, Novak's going on the show. He's playing
sweating.
a lot of Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. Would you
another
mind just sending us a code so you can play it?
Look, my glasses are
they,
getting
they
foggy.
were literally like, we've got a spare collector's edition if you want it.
collector's edition?
Have you got another
So
70
hearing how
hours
much
up
you
your
love this
sleeve?
game, that's like perfect.
You want it? You
Stop
want
the
it?
fucking stream. I'm like, I've shat my pants. You guys, that's so nice. Who sent it to you?
It's the
Play
team
on
at
the guys.
PlayOn.
Play
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
The
Play
publishers
on,
here.
you guys.
Yeah.
It's
It's
on
huge.
sale on Steam right now. So if you're at home and you want to buy, you should buy it. But it's like on sale like 20. Doing that thing where like new games. Like I've been wanting to play Baldur's Gate 3. And
You
it only
should.
goes on 20% sale. And
Yeah.
I'm such a cheapo
outside.
that
What are you lifting?
so you got to
Henry
train.
could lift
you got
this.
Henry could
Henry could-
my Henry could lift this.
No, just lift the box. Jesus.
My point was it's still expensive online.
Have you looked at like game keys and stuff? Whoa!
That's crazy.
Oh my days.
That's the code for the game.
No, the code for the game is actually over here because
Oh, good.
I believe that has a PlayStation copy in it, but we've got a PC code.
Ugh, what a bunch of legends. Thank you so much.
So how far
Happy
into
birthday.
finishing
Okay.
the first game are you?
So
when
I'm
are you
like,
going to have time
I'm
for
like, I'm
this?
just gonna straddle it.
Good. Keep it safe.
I think I'm getting like towards maybe the last act ish.
Okay.
But I like to take my time in games.
Well,
Like
we'll take this back then.
well, because like I'm one of those people that I try to find the most immersive games, and when I find them, like I did this with Yakuza or Like a Dragon a few months ago, where I really not hated, but I was really bad at the beat 'em up style combat, and I just for some reason decided to try the turn-based one, and I was like really enjoying it. So I got obsessed with them, and I just get really sad when those kind of games that I like discover out of nowhere that I've like never really played before and discover like a new style of game that I like, when they end, I'm like, oh man, like I just want to exist in that world a bit more.
I get that too.
Just go
You're
to
like,
Japan.
And yeah, but I can't beat the shit out of everyone on the street in Japan.
I mean, like you can't. You
could.
shouldn't.
You
Well,
could absolutely.
shouldn't.
My Henry could.
Yeah.
Now I see you getting off a plane.
He could beat up
next year with
two
a mace
guys.
Going like, I've trained
Maybe
for this.
3 if they were wearing worse armor and you had a
just-
mace.
It's so good, and it's like I love those games that when you like Google things about it, it's like, oh, this city exists,
Yeah.
and like it still looks like
Well,
it looks in the game.
We've had
like-
people come on and talk about this game and with the same kind of like love, passion, but also interest in the fact that it has kind of like opened their eyes to that period, that what's going on in history, those locations
yeah.
and that kind of stuff as well. I think I've seen some side by sides of people going to locations and
There's-
like.
It's
filming
also
it.
to the point of like how long it takes to learn, because you never really master the combat, but to just like become comfortable in the combat system in the game.
It's just trying to get by.
People starting this one after playing the first
Yeah.
one years ago, they're relearning it at the start
Yeah.
again. You're
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
roll in
No
into
spoilers,
this.
no spoilers, because
No
I'm
spoilers.
trying to like.
but
no
you'll have
skills.
those life skills.
You're going to roll in
But
there with
in
the
my
skills.
mind, because I haven't finished this one, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking of okay, it's obviously Henry in the second one. How can they recreate the experience of the first, where I'm this little baby boy with no skills? In the second one, like, what's the progression there? Does something befall Henry? Does he lose an arm?
Mayhaps
Don't.
the stakes are just higher.
Okay, yeah,
Mayhaps.
But like, it's so
They said mayhaps in
exciting.
the time.
It's so I'm just like I'm so happy that games like this exist, and it's I'm really burned out on combat in games, and I've been seeking out games that don't do any or don't rely on it. You know, your Subnauticas, your Planet Crafter,
Yep.
Flight Simulator, whatever. Because I just find that they do more creative things with gameplay when they can't rely on like kill these people. And so to see a game that has combat, same goes with Yakuza to a lesser extent. To see a game that has combat in a way that feels fulfilling and it isn't just like fodder and gameplay because that's the gameplay that we're all used to. And to make it feel like there's stakes and like I'm invested in it and it's real because it's real. To me. I'm so blown away. And I'm so happy that like CD Projekt Red, the Polish developer, this one's an actual Chechen developer, Warhorse Studios. So it's nice to see people from the actual place and from an unconventional place like Czechia creating games that are so faithful to real life, but still also so fun to play.
Totally. Very well said.
Yep.
Loaded question. You can give me the shortest answer because we'll go long. Death Stranding 2? Death Stranding?
John, my
dabble in these?
bandmate, again, is very excited to play because
I just-
heard
everything
it's
you-
in Australia.
No, forget that. Everything you just said about like non-traditional combat, all that kind of stuff, that's another conversation. I want to dangle that carrot out
I
there
own
and
it.
just be
I own
like,
it. I've owned
okay.
it for years. I've
Okay.
never dipped into it because it's like 80 gigs and I'm just lazy and I never remember to
download
do that
thing.
like overnight.
Fair enough. That
Um,
all good. Just
but
it
I
seems
feel like I would
perfect for
be
you.
into it because it's like a glorified walking sim, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm into it. Let's just say Novak likes Death Stranding.
There we go. Fair enough.
You had it here first.
Probably.
We don't
Novak
have.
likes Death Stranding.
Also, here's a copy of Tron Catalyst.
Oh no.
Well, yeah, if you've got a spare 70 hours after you finish this first one, or more, I
I
believe.
got all the time in the world.
There you go. Aren't you going to Melbourne tomorrow? You're on a tour?
Maybe.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Depends. Not anymore. Sorry.
I'm busy.
I'm sick.
You've used that already.
And now, last but not least, me. I've been playing and will continue to play Fantasy Life The Girl Who Steals Time.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Fantasy Life It's got a little I.
Lowercase
Oh, it's an
I.
I.
So I would say Fantasy Life The Girl Who Steals Time. It's a part RPG, part action adventure, part cozy life sim, part dungeon crawling Frankenstein that executes every one of its parts beautifully.
It's actually Frankenstein's monster.
I played the original Fantasy Life on 3DS. It is arguably one of my favorite games on the handheld, if not my favorite game. And ever since this one got announced, I've been really dying to get my hands on it. It got delayed and I cried, but then it came out and I cried with joy. So the game basically consists of 3 main areas that are defined by their moment in time. you time travel through them. The past is where the RPG-ness of it comes in. You'll mainly be following the storyline of the game by traveling to different towns, completing quests, talking to NPCs, and upgrading your life classes, of which there are 14 in total, consisting of combat, crafting, and gathering. And then the present has more of a base building element to it, as you can see here, in an Animal Crossing way, where you'll decorate your little town and fill it with the companions that you meet and collect to join your combat party or give you buffs when crafting. There's also where you dungeon crawl, either in the depths to progress the story or in the treasure groves to get special stuff. Josh, can we scrub a little bit to maybe like 5-6 minutes ahead? And then there's finally, so as you can see, this is the process of getting your companions. You find them as objects in Ginormosia, which is like this semi-open world area that very much reeks of Breath of the Wild, a sprawling map that you uncover by unlocking spires. They're filled with shrines that you complete to unlock these companions, who you find as like almost cursed objects that you need to like heal to bring them back to real people. It's a lot, but it all works really, really well.
Jesus.
This is one part. Like,
Okay.
this is one part in the past.
Oh my
that's like this
God.
sprawling map. And it's not even where you're really spending the majority of your time.
Excellent.
All of this, it's a lot, but it works really well and makes what's probably like a 20-ish hour campaign much, much longer, but in a really fulfilling way. It has so much going on, but never feels overwhelming. Kind of like how I felt with Ni no Kuni 2, where there were like a few different game styles happening, but they all really feed into each other, which is kind of how the life class system works. All 14 of those, maybe less so the combats, you usually only choose one of them, but all of them feed into each other, and you can jump between them willy-nilly to get what you need to get. And I love all of it. It's all done so well. It's so crisp and equal and beautiful. I love it. I have some nitpicky things, and it's literally just some of the processes in this game, which is a huge game, are a bit finicky. Like, you'll want all of your crafting companions, because when you collect companions, in my experience, the best ones to collect are the ones with crafting lives, because each of them have different classes that they're stuck to.
Okay.
You want to get the crafting ones because when you're crafting, you can add 2 companions to craft alongside you, and they essentially buff up your skill. So then you can craft better.
Better as in like better equipment, or just faster and more efficiently?
More efficiently, like each round of crafting, because
As
you'll
like a
have like a
mini
set
game
of like
Like Pal
yeah.
World.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. I haven't played a lot of
You have
Pal
like little
World.
pals and they make your crafting like quicker.
Yeah, like it's they pretty much their crafting skill level pretty much adjoins to your crafting skill level,
Sure.
so like it makes crafting stuff easier, and you need to set them up with tools to make their crafting skills better.
Yeah.
So like higher quality tools, the longer you go along, but they need to be in your party to change their equipment. So you've got a fuck ton of different companions alongside you. Like, you've got your special 3, which are like your combat friends that you take around. The crafting companions usually stay back in the town, but if you want to upgrade their tool set, you need to go to the dragon, go to party formation, add them to your party, give them the tool, then take them out of your party, so then you can put your combat party member back in. So it's finicky.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But that's probably the worst thing I've really come across.
And you said the rest of it feels well streamlined and well put together, so it
Absolutely.
feels kind of, it sticks out even more so that's
like a sore thumb.
Yeah, right.
Like that one thing that's just so clanky feels so out of place in what is otherwise a very well balanced, multifaceted game.
I'm afraid to ask, but what the hell's the story here? Like, what's the premise? Like, you are
yeah.
just what's the again, because it's time travel, so don't go too far. But like,
well,
what's
the story's very cute. It's also very simple.
Sure.
But like basically, you are an adventurer
Yep.
who's going on. The game opens. You're on this boat with this archaeologist who's just found this like magic dragon fossil. One thing leads to another. The fossil starts glowing, and then suddenly you all find yourself on this deserted island. The fossil has come to life and is this magic bone dragon. It's really cool. And
Nickname in high school.
Heyo.
you, upon mounting the dragon, get taken into 1,000 years into the past, where this deserted.
You said simple, Ruby.
It's,
Keep going.
It's simple in JRPG.
Is the bone dragon flesh dragon in the past?
I don't know yet.
Ooh.
I don't know yet.
Gotta find out.
My nickname at school.
So you time travel accidentally.
Yeah.
1,000 years in the past, where this like deserted, fucked up island that you kind of ended up on
Yep.
is actually this like bustling, beautiful village filled with people. And you become friends with like the princess of the village. She's got some magic shit going on. And you're basically uncovering this big mystery of how this beautiful, bustling town turned into this dilapidated mess in the future.
But you're jumping between
But you're
them.
jumping between
Just
them.
the two, or you said three?
You're jumping between the past and the present, but there's
Yeah.
also this like mysterious giant
now.
area, Ginormosia, which is
Yes.
this Breath of the Wild area.
yeah, cool.
But it's
Where is that in
interesting.
time?
I have no idea. Right? Like it's fascinating.
Some things that are yet to come.
Well, that's the
and
thing.
some
I am
things that
40
are still-
hours into this game, and I'm still learning shit about it.
Yeah,
That's what
crazy.
I find really, really cool. Because I'm taking on a million different side quests doing life stuff.
Yeah.
Like trying to become a really great alchemist, as well as, buffing my hunting skills and shit. But like the Ginormosia area at first felt a bit like, oh, they're just trying to do some Breath of the Wild stuff.
Yeah.
But every shrine I'm doing, I'm uncovering what seems to be the backstory of the big bad guy
Okay.
through like memories that are just
Yeah, cool.
plunged into your head. I'm like, this is really fascinating. There's so much to what arguably looks like a very chibi, cutesy, cozy game. It's massive.
Kind of got Dragon Quest Builders vibes as well.
Yes.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, like,
it feels very old Dragon Quest, which I
Yeah,
love.
yeah.
Yeah.
What really sets it apart is the class system,
Right.
because there's 14 of them, and you can be all of them. You can play as every single one of them,
Yeah.
classy.
and just jump between them, which is really, and they all feed into each other.
It's not this one, but we're gonna hit a point where there's just too much video game in one video game, and it's like
I
there's
was
so-
worried at first that's what this was going to be.
Yeah.
But like it takes what Fantasy Life was, which arguably was pretty massive just on how many classes there are alone and the fact that you can master them all.
Yeah.
But it builds upon that in a huge way that looked very daunting at first, but is ultimately very well done. Very, very balanced.
It's like cooking a mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, no, you go cook.
So much epic quest. Back in the kitchen. Excellent.
My
I love it. That makes
my
me wanna
favorite
play it.
way to describe it is you are a paladin, and as a paladin, you want a good sword. If you want a good sword, you should make it yourself, so you should become a blacksmith. But if you want the right materials to work on your blacksmith stuff, you should become a miner, so you can mine the ore.
Yeah.
And like it just feeds and
And
feeds and feeds into
Mining
each other.
is thirsty work, so you're gonna need to become a barkeep.
Yeah.
And if you're a barkeep,
You're
you're
gonna
gonna
get
you're gonna be
peckish.
drinking a lot of beer. You're gonna build up an appetite. You're gonna need to learn how to cook.
You're gonna need to learn how to cook. Yeah.
Can I ask? You said that like your party is comprised. Did you say you've got three special?
So you've got three. You've got a party of 4 in total, yourself and
yeah.
3 companions. There is co-op,
Yeah,
and it's cross platform.
that's cool.
So you can add people. You can have.
But you've got a million different people you could put into your party. But you said there's like there's 3 characters that are like part of the narrative.
That
Yeah.
So I've found There's
But
Yeah,
the reason
it's
I'm asking
hard,
the question
yeah.
is like if there's a million things that could be your companion, are there any that are contributing to the narrative and like that you're attached to for any other reason than that they're a valuable skill set to have in your party, or are they like there's
yes
characters?
and no?
Are they
Because
personalities?
there's a handful of characters that get unlocked through playing the main story.
Right.
Like I just
and
unlocked.
they're important to the narrative.
They're important to the narrative. They don't need to be in your party, but they can be.
Sure.
Are there like relationships? Like,
Can
Can I kiss?
can I kiss them? But like B, are there like, you know, like Stardew Valley, do you have to give them?
Yeah, you give them gifts, and they have favorite
Classic.
gifts, and the more
they
more
go,
hearts,
"Excellent."
The more rapport
they,
you have with
they have
them.
like heart system
Yeah,
where it's
okay, that
like
was
if
my
you've got like
Yeah.
3 hearts to 4 hearts to 8 hearts, like depending on how many hearts you have, there's different buffs that they have in combat. If they're a combat life, there's different buffs that they have in crafting. If they're a crafting life, and there's different gathering.
yeah.
I haven't really cared for having any gathering companions in my party because all the gathering stuff I can just do myself. From my experience, you pretty much just want to have get as many crafting companions as you can, purely to have them as like your 2 buddies when you're crafting.
Yeah.
And then like 3 specific.
They're like, hey, we should go and get a beer sometime. You're like, they're just my crafting companions.
No, you're only with me
Here
when
when you need me.
I only use you for one thing.
You're
You stay at the crafting
you're-
table.
Sorry,
okay?
you're only here when I'm making a table. You can go otherwise. But it's kind of how it is. But the like, it's the same thing with giving the tools to the different companions. You've got to gear up your combat companions
With
as well
equipment
Yeah,
with
okay.
the right
as well, yeah,
equipment,
yeah.
and the best way to do that is making it yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
You can only have 3 of your real life friends.
I'm pretty
So-
sure. Yeah.
No, I'm talking. This is a question to Ruby. You can only have 3 of your real life friends. The rest you leave at the crafting station. Who are you taking? You're about to name your 3 best friends.
Yeah. Okay. Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles.
Correct.
Nice.
All right, next question.
Well handled.
Yeah.
Well handled.
in that order.
Sonic, yeah.
Yeah.
Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. Oh, sorry. Order: Tails, Knuckles, Sonic.
Yeah. Fair call.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Sonic would.
Knuckles
No,
is-
I need to be the cool one.
That does check.
Oh,
out.
okay.
Tails is a kid though. I'm
Tail,
not into that.
Yeah,
he's
okay.
kind,
He's too immature.
He's a
but he
minor.
would be a good friend to me.
Would
You
he?
know what makes me upset sometimes? Tails calls Sonic his best friend all the time, but
Yeah,
Sonic doesn't
never
say
gets
it
it
as
back.
much.
Keeps him in his
Never gets it
place.
back.
No, I'm not talking about this. I'm not.
She's
talking
not gonna cry.
I'm not gonna cry. But yeah,
that game's getting heaps of praise. Like
it
people are
is loved.
loving it. So
and
yeah.
for good reason.
Yeah,
It's
cool.
another one, and they're all happening so close to one another. Another game this year that is probably going to be in my like top group at the
Yep.
end of the
I
year.
look forward to watching you
Yeah.
kill your darlings at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna make you. We're gonna hand you a
I'm
knife.
kissing my darlings.
you're
Thank
gonna
you
murder them
very
all.
much. I'm kissing them and then very gently putting a pillow over. Okay.
Love it.
So I played Fantasy Life, The Girl Who Steals Time. Novak, you played Kingdom Come Deliverance.
And he's gonna come again.
And Gus, you played Tron Catalyst,
Wow,
Sex
wow.
Joke. Aw.
Aw.
And Pete, you played The Altars.
Yeah.
And you kissed yourself. And you liked it. And it's time for a break.
I feel like the guys I was getting matched with on most dating apps were just not right. Like, these were bad men. So now, after every awful date I have, I just tell them to join Allwood.
From parent IT company Isaac, Allwood is the dating app for the modern woman who's sick of being matched with assholes. Here's how it works. Men join thinking it'll be an easy way to hook up. But what they don't realise is there are no women here. Allwood is just dicks. Now these guys will only get matched with people who share their interests. Interests like lying in their profile bios, not calling you back after the first date, and actually being married with kids. Let's hear from some of our unsatisfied customers. Don Juan DeFucco asks,
Where the ladies at?
Biker Balls wants to know,
Why do I keep getting matched with jack dudes who send me pictures of their dicks?
and Sisyphean Penis has the self-awareness to ask,
Is this some sort of ironic Grecian myth punishment?
all wood. There are no women for you to harass here. It's just all wood.
And now a word from our sponsor.
Kids game, sorry.
Oh, where's the cow? I'm gonna be the cow.
Off, don't you dare.
Don't use my cat for all.
Who is
Maybe we'll
that?
pick
Who's
up
Pauline?
Pauline's
Pauline's
the original baddie.
Man
Oh
saves
my
in Donkey Kong.
God.
Oh, Josh!
You. Get out of my f***ing road. How the fuck did I trip over someone? The f*** is that?
Bye, Josh.
Oh my God.
Oh, eat a bomb, you little bitch! Kids game, sorry.
I think I'm out already. I think it was actually the latency.
The Switch 1 didn't have that. Oh! Oh, no! We'll lose! Welcome back to Back Pocket. We just saw words from Cleverer Source. We saw an ad for Isaac Allwood. And we saw our socials. You should be following us on our social media if you're not. Please. Are you?
Please.
Do it. Let's get on with the show.
Sure.
Do you like Jeopardy?
I love Jeopardy.
You're going to love Rizz Quiz.
Oh yeah.
We stole it from Jeopardy.
We steal everything from TV.
From Jeopardy.
Rizz Quiz is brought to us by Bamac.
Him.
Return of Mac.
Are we sure it's not B-Mac?
It is BMAC. It is
Okay.
BMAC. It is BMAC. BMAC has a website called TLDRmoviereviews.com. They review film and television. They also have a penchant for maps and cartography.
Très
So
bien.
there is a tab for that too. But most of the website is film and TV reviews. They have one of the special things they do is on the top of a review, they have a TLDR.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to read a TLDR of a film review to you now. You can tell me which film it is. TLDR. The sleigh bells ring as Santa takes out one henchman after another.
Oh, it's that one. It's the one
Do
about
we have to buzz in?
You don't, you can just...
No, we always struggle with this one, so shout it out if you know it.
Is it the one with
it's-
the Stranger Things guy? on
Oh, David
Netflix?
Harbour?
Yeah.
It's Red Alert.
No.
No, not
No, not
Santa
Red.
1 or whatever. What was it called? Red 1?
Red one.
Oh, Silent Night.
No, but you're right, it's David Harbour. You're close with Silent Night.
Silent
It's
Fright.
Night. So,
Oh, is it Hellboy?
Violent Night.
Violent
It
Night.
is
Oh.
Violent Night.
There's a sequel
I was
coming
like,
out.
think of the dumbest pun you could
It
think
was one of
of.
the really dumb Christmas ones, and they're like, it did so well, they're doing a sequel. So
This is why we're
yeah.
doing a Christmas record, because like people are stupid.
Is that the next thing to come?
They're gonna do a Christmas
Yeah,
album,
yeah.
Oh my lord.
and he's so excited about
Look
Yeah.
how thrilled you are.
We just gotta do it. You gotta give the people what they'll take.
Favorite Christmas carol?
All I want for Christmas is you.
Yeah.
Is that a
Ooh.
carol or is it just a Christmas?
I think
I'm-
Carol sing it.
it. My favorite.
No. I think if if someone's
Come
gonna
back
sing it
anytime.
at your door, it's a carol.
Are people singing "All I Want for Christmas Is You"?
Maybe not at your door.
I think
It's not a
so. I don't
carol,
know.
that's a pop- that's a
I guess it's
song.
like really hard to
Someone
sing.
sang it
To be
Sorry,
fair-
what
No,
was
I mean,
yours?
no,
I feel really
no,
bad.
no. It's,
Don't worry.
it's totally
can't
the
get
energy.
in.
They're not doing that.
I was gonna say in the same
won't let them.
in the same energy, my favorite Christmas carol is the getting the home ready in Home Alone 1. The like it's the what's that? Carol of the Bells. No, it's Carol of the Bells, and it devolves into but it goes into the 80s synth version as he's getting the house ready before the burglars
My
come. It's a banger.
mother, my mother was in an ad. I forget who it was for. I shouldn't name them anyways, but it was a spin on that.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, Simon is home.
Yeah, it was that dun 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 dun, and then
Yeah.
it's like a
Ding, fries are done.
Yeah, like that.
it's a John Williams 80s synth masterpiece. I implore you to listen to it.
Lovely. Mine's Little Drummer Boy.
Oh, okay. Thank you to Raj. Bunch of gift subs in there as well. I just saw a whole
thanks,
bunch of them there. Thank you,
Thanks,
Raj.
man.
Friend of the show.
Merry Christmas, hey, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Christmas,
Happy
Raj.
holidays.
Trying to be
I like that weird one that David Bowie did.
It's Christmas. No, I have no idea.
It basically sounded like
sound
that.
like that.
They all sound like that.
The Paul McCartney one's not very good.
No.
Oh, we're gonna do that one. It's so good.
Wonderful Christmas time.
Simply
Oh, that's great.
wonderful Christmas time.
Oh, it's pretty trash.
It's sick. The moon is right.
You're gonna make it good.
Who was
There's a cut of that song on Insta or somewhere that just cuts the first line and repeats it over the whole song. So it's like the moon is right, the moon is right, the moon is right. It's great.
It's
The
great.
moon
Drive me
is
mad.
right, the moon is right.
Oh, God.
Was there like a parody version of that song? Was it like simply having a sexual Christmas song?
Yeah, probably. I mean,
No.
it's safe to say that there's a parody version of every Christmas
Yeah,
song.
yeah, yeah. Okay, while we're on this, worst Christmas album has to go to Weezer, right? Have we heard that?
I'm
Yes.
like
But I haven't heard the album.
I'm a big Weezer head.
I love
Yeah.
Weezer.
But like I will not really fuck
You're not
with
gonna
anything
defend-
past like Maladroit.
Yeah, okay.
Like it's bad.
Is it a
It's
full
like,
Christmas album? Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
They're a band that like really have pioneered the like kind of overstaying your welcome with gimmicks thing.
Yeah.
And I don't even mean it in a bad way, but they've just like they've gotten away with doing cover records,
That's
Christmas
right.
records, and like they're still like Weezer. Like
Yeah.
people don't.
They did a
scoff
version
at
of
it that
Africa
much.
by Toto with Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah,
and
the
it's
Teal album.
it's
and everyone's like, yeah, as if that's like something
very
you do.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty average.
That's our inspiration. I want to release a Christmas record and people go, yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
The bar is
It
Yeah.
was Christmas.
The moon is right,
He's right.
The moon
Yeah.
is
and
right.
that's enough.
It could be. To
Christmas.
someone, it's enough. Let's get on with the Rizz Quiz.
do it.
I don't think there's any Christmas questions in here. But the Rizz Quiz is our own, not Jeopardy. Our contestants, that's all of you,
Yay.
are going to take turns choosing from our selection of categories. And you'll get a column with a subtopic. And I don't believe there is the main topic tonight is music in video games.
Okay.
There's an overarching theme of
I
music
hate
in video
video
games.
Music.
Yeah, well,
And music.
Yeah.
you're gonna have a bad time. The categories tonight are Compose Yourself, in which you'll be asked to name the well-known TV/movie composer behind video game soundtracks.
Jesus.
Fort Who? Players must guess real-world artists by their Fortnite skin,
Ooh, I love
Easy
that.
peasy.
but their
me,
face has been
baby.
replaced by the Meowskull's head, which is the big muscly cat.
Meowscles, yeah.
My boyfriend.
Yeah.
My boyfriend.
Our boyfriend.
Sorry,
Thank
yeah,
you very
our
much.
boyfriend.
The
Our collective
community-
boyfriend.
Collective boyfriend.
Yeah, collective boyfriend.
It's
the
instrumental.
town bicycle.
Village of-
The
yeah,
town,
everyone-
the
everyone's
town
had a ride.
Meowsicle.
Yeah.
It's instrumental. We're going to hear a clip of an instrument or weapon, a musical weapon from a video game.
Potato,
You must
potato.
name both the weapon and / instrument and the game that it's from.
Okay.
And then yeehaw guitar. Which character do these guitars belong to?
That was a wet yeehaw. I saw a lot of spit.
I know.
Just
I
then.
covered
We're
this.
very
I
excited by that
covered
last
this
one. You're like, this
tablet.
one's going to really win it for them.
Because you're our guest, look at that. It's just covered in spit.
Spittle.
Can you see
Yeah,
that?
that's a
Actually,
spare
I actually need a
tablet.
glass of water.
Are you a bit dry?
Could someone please bring me a glass of water?
Sparkling or still?
Oh,
We
I'll
only
take
have
whatever
tap.
I can get. Yep,
We have a
tap will
soda
do.
It's
stream.
super wet in there. You don't need any more
No, it's
liquid.
not the. That's the froth of the dryness. I have rabies.
Yeah, he got bitten by
We
something.
actually don't have rabies in Australia, guys. So
No,
Did
we
you know
So, like,
opossums
way
don't
the
have
fuck up.
rabies either?
Leading the way.
there you go.
Their opossums are cannot have rabies. Or give
Opossums or
rabies.
regular?
Opossums.
American
The
possums.
American,
American
ones.
possums.
A much maligned animal.
I know.
Unfairly.
For no
They're freaky
reason.
looking.
Yeah.
They're
No.
freaky
Okay,
looking,
so
which
they
is
like to
unfair.
hang out in the garbage. Who doesn't?
Exactly.
You know?
We're there all the time. We praise the bin chicken.
So are
Yeah.
we
We're
playing
all
a
in
game?
Should we play the Rizz Quiz?
We're all in garbage right now.
No,
Exactly.
I would love for you to go first.
Yeah,
You can
let's-
pick any column
Uh,
and any row.
Give me Fort Who for 200.
Okay, we can do Fort Who for 200.
Fort
We're
Who.
going to see a picture here of a character, a skin in Fortnite. You need to tell me which character this is. Their head has been replaced by Meowscles.
And this is a famous musician.
This is a famous musician.
This is way harder than I thought it would be.
Starting on the 200 too.
Can we
So
hide chat,
Turn chat off.
please?
I'm not looking. I'm not looking.
I know. You're
This
you're
is
very good.
too hard. I'm also like 80 years old. I don't know.
Came in so
It's
confident.
like, yeah, I know. I was so
Have a
I was
swing.
so legit confident. I'm panicking. I don't know. Gaga?
It is Gaga.
Hey, well done.
I got you. I'm still confident.
This was like a go-to skin for me for a very long time.
What season? Or what chapter?
Oh, it was one of the early Fortnite festivals, I'm pretty sure.
Faces on the
Your
board.
face is on the board.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Just like in
beautiful.
Jeopardy.
Good
Your
lord.
face gets
Your face.
stretched
The skin of
across the
contestants.
square.
It's like a
Wow.
Mission Impossible mask
You are the
template.
cute-
That someone left
Cube.
on the floor.
You're like
Yeah.
the moon.
Ruby, would you like to go next?
Yeah, I'll go Fort Who for 300.
Oh, there's no points for getting a row, but everyone always tries to get a full row.
If you can get a connect full, it becomes connect full
yeah,
by the
it's
end.
never worked though.
Okay, we're going to see a character here.
Oh,
This
that's
is,
easy.
This is a character
Yeah.
from Fortnite.
That's Eminem.
It is Eminem.
I'm not picking from this
But
row.
not Rat Boy.
His head is way smaller than I was
All their heads are
anticipating.
tiny.
All their heads are-
I guess once you take the,
The
Meowscles.
sizing in Fortnite is a bit funky. I don't know if
Yeah.
anyone's gotten Bob Belcher this season,
Oh,
but
yeah.
he's like
He's
Oh,
got
the
a
all
huge head.
they did, and now they're doing
Easy
Hank
headshots.
Hill.
Yeah, and
Cleveland
they
They got all the
Brown.
puppets.
They all look a bit
It's
weird.
They
it's
got
a
all the
puppet.
daddies.
Yeah.
all the daddies.
Oh,
Gus.
Oh dear.
that's nice.
I'll go with an easy one. I'm gonna go. It's instrumental for 100, please, Peter.
You sure can.
Is this
Okay.
an audio one?
This is audio. We're about to hear the sound of an instrument from a video game. You're going to tell me what the instrument is.
Better
You're
be
gonna
an
tell me which video
ocarina
game
at
it is.
100.
That's way too hard.
Fuck yeah.
100s are easy, 400s are harder.
Yeah,
but,
no, that checks out. Ocarina.
the fact that you
Ocarina
guessed
of
it
Time.
before it
It is
even
from
I was
Ocarina
like,
of Time, yeah.
That
go
is very
to. There I
That's
am.
the go-to.
Yeah.
That's the
That's
go-to.
it.
All right, we're back around to Novak.
That's rough stuff, those faces.
Yeah, it's not great.
I think it's really nice.
It's not great.
That's my opinion.
I'll have. What's the last one again?
The last one is Yeehaw,
Yeehaw
guitar,
Guitar.
and you're gonna tell me we're gonna
You
see
put
a
little
picture
more
of a guitar.
wetness into that.
Oh.
It's hard, right? It's hard to do on purpose.
You guys say like this.
We're gonna
Yeehaw
see
guitar.
we're gonna see a picture of a guitar, and you're gonna tell us which character
Let's go.
owns the guitar.
Let's go yeehaw guitar for 100.
Thank you.
He's gonna steal my row,
Please.
the bastard.
I have no idea. Is
Well,
it
how do we do
Fortnite?
steals?
It's not Fortnite. I'll open it to both of you.
I have no idea.
Can I?
I-
I forgot his name. I know the character, but I forgot.
It's just the game, isn't it? Or do you want the character?
The question is which character does it belong to, and therefore you would know the video game.
I'm watching the
presumably,
game in
but-
my head, but the
I know
title
it.
escapes me.
What
I
is
know
it?
it.
You need to know-
It's.
What is it?
I just don't know his name, but I know the game.
Okay, we'll say it.
It's the main fella from Hi-Fi Rush.
Okay. Yep. That's Chai from Hi-Fi Rush.
Chai, that's
Well
it.
done. That's
Kill.
Yeah, I haven't played
Because
Hi-Fi
they're
Rush.
all named after drinks, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Oh. Cool. All right. Well, Ruby, you're up.
She's going for a diagonal. Oh my god!
I'll go instrumental for 200.
It's never been done.
Okay. It's instrumental. 200.
I'm
Let's
gonna
hear it,
fuck this
please.
up. It's a banjo from Banjo Kazooie.
It is a banjo. It is not from Banjo Kazooie.
It's that band.
No idea.
Banjo Sea of Thieves.
It is the
What?
Sea of
I don't know
Thieves,
then.
Banjo.
Sure, but it wasn't
Should've
the
been hurdy-gurdy.
Wasn't the hurdy-gurdy?
No, it's but definitely
I've
Banjo.
never played Sea of Thieves.
My
Well,
rose
according to this, is a Banjo.
I don't have enough friends to play Sea of Thieves.
That's fair enough.
Come on.
That's fair enough.
I don't
Gus,
like
you're up.
open water.
Sad pirate. I'll take its instrumental for 300. Let's keep it all audio.
Oh, going through. You're gonna try and get yourself a column.
It's gonna happen.
The Tower of Gus.
Tower of Gus skin. Oh.
That's enough, thank you.
Oh. It's the dubstep gum from Saints Row 4.
Sure is.
Holy shit.
That came
Wow.
flooding back.
I just whoomph. Frontal lobe. There it is.
Amazing.
Kind of a deep cut.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a
Four
bad
was-
Saints Row as well.
No, 4 was good.
No.
4 was okay.
Is that the one where you're the president?
Yeah,
kinda-
the
Okay.
most recent one was...
There was shark jumping.
Oh, was that 3?
No, there
No,
was
3. Oh, hang on. Was there 5?
Yeah.
Five's-
Five
five's-
is a reboot called Saints Row.
And it's
Oh, the bad
really
one.
bad.
The
Yeah,
real
yeah,
No,
yeah.
that doesn't count.
Yeah.
We're not
So
counting
4 was the end of like the
Those
Johnny Gat and
yeah,
like
and,
whatever.
and they were dropping pretty consistently across the decade.
Yeah, but like 2 was excellent.
2 was cool.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
1
3 was
was
where it started to
good.
get a
3
little
was 3 didn't know if it
playful.
wanted to try and be GTA or not, and then 4 was like, oh fuck it, shark jump, let's go crazy.
I
President
do
jumps
appreciate
out.
that they're like, yeah, it's just like whatever, dildos and
I
I
stuff.
like
Step
the.
gun.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
similar vibe of the 4th game of both the Saints Row series and the Animal Crossing series. Because in the 4th Animal Crossing, you're the
president.
mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Politics.
many what's the currency?
Bells.
Turnips.
How many
Oh.
bells is a purple dildo?
How many what?
How many bells is a purple dildo in Animal Crossing?
Oh, no, you have to put in a code for that. Yeah.
That's not what you
It's
don't put it in the
priceless.
code. No. You put,
The code is like
Oh.
it's boobies, but on the
Ah,
calculator.
right. Oh, you only
Very
get it
nice.
from a visitor on your island.
Yeah. A very fucked up visitor.
I just thought of something really gross. I'm not going to say
No,
it.
come
Say it out
on,
loud.
Say it.
come
Say
on.
it.
Rude.
So I can point and go ew.
No, we saved that for the Josh.
Kosho? Kosho? Oh, did you go wide again?
Yeah.
Aww.
You're all wide all over the
Yeah.
screen
That's true.
all the time.
Whose turn is it?
You just went and you got it. Novak, it's your turn.
I'm scared of Compose Yourself.
Ruin his streak.
Let's just go Fort Who for 100.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
There's no way I'm choosing 400.
All right. Let's see the Fortnite character in the $100 row.
Oh, Sabrina Carpenter. Who is Sabrina Carpenter?
That is Sabrina Carpenter.
The first contestant who's actually answered Jeopardy questions correctly with a question.
You
You
can't
get
say
$100.
Jeopardy.
She's
You'll get
so
sued.
fun to play, especially when you find other Sabrina Carpenters in the lobby and they always want to do dances with you.
Until one night, it's nothing but Sabrina Carpenter's killing you.
Yeah,
And
and
then
which
you
is
wanna
fun.
die.
We've all had that nightmare. Dream, whatever. Fantasy.
Get the phone out again.
Ruby.
Ooh, you know what? I'll break it. Let's
Yes.
go. Compose yourself for 100.
Okay. Who is the well-known TV/movie composer who composed the soundtrack for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2?
This is 100?
This is 100. These are all incredibly famous
I
composers.
think I know
Okay,
it.
Trent Reznor.
It is not Trent Reznor.
Bing.
Bing.
Is it Hans Zimmer? Who is Hans Zimmer?
Fuck, I
Hans
was
Zimmer
gonna say
is
Hans
the
Zimmer.
person that
Well
composed
done.
the Modern Warfare 2 soundtrack.
I was like, no, it couldn't be, so I went for Trent Reznor.
I don't know where I
Stupid.
plucked that
Yeah,
from.
it
is.
I
You got it there
haven't-
too?
I haven't even played it.
Yeah, there you go.
It's
it was
a
there, though.
Hans. It's a Hans
It
classic.
was a hard question.
I'm just a real Hans head.
Yeah, I can tell. A real Zimmerman.
A real Zimmer.
Hey.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
It's instrumental for 400. Quiet in the room, please.
That's enough, thank you.
It's very quiet.
Could you
Could I potentially get it
turn
louder?
it up?
Someone earlier in the show asked me to turn that speaker downstairs.
I felt like that was a great volume. Let's get it once more at the same volume, please.
Closer to the speaker.
Thank you, Josh.
It's a woodwind instrument.
Sounds like ass.
Yeah.
My instinct is to go to a Zelda game, but we've already had one. So I would then move to something of a like period piece that's like set in, as I like to call it, feudal Japan.
I love how you're
Feudal
thinking.
Japan.
I have no idea what it is, but like it's like
Yeah.
you're in my
So
brain.
I'm gonna say it's the pan flute from Ghosts of Tsushima.
I love it.
Tsushima.
It is the Japanese flute from Ghost of Tsushima
Perfect.
called the
Jesus.
shakuhachi.
No
The Tower
way.
of Gus! It finally
The
stands.
Tower
So
of Gus.
Disney.
May it stand for a millennia.
Very good job.
I apologize to everyone for having to look at that.
Look at the meat fort.
Now it's there.
The
I
world's
hate
worst
it.
Tetris piece.
The next time we do this, I'm gonna have to make it so that if someone does get a row, it stretches the one face across all.
Yeah.
That would be
We'll do that next
amazing.
time.
And you're going to need the diagonals
Yeah.
as well.
Instead of a
just so you
wide
know.
Gus, you'll have a long Gus.
A long Gus.
A long Gus.
Oh, my
Dark
long
and
Gus.
more
Gus.
powerful than-
Oh, I'm checking out. Done.
All right. Novak, you're up.
Compose yourself for 200, please.
Okay.
the love of
We
God,
would like to
compose
know the composer of this video game, Fable.
It's someone famous.
It is someone famous. They've composed.
Hang on. Yeah, they've what?
They've composed many film and television soundtracks. I can give a hint if no one has any
No,
idea.
they know who it is.
No, I've got a guess, but you jump in. It's your round.
Damn it. Is it like a... I'm just going to say a composer I know. Who is Michael Giacchino?
It is not Michael Giacchino.
He's done a game, though, right?
I think he
Actually,
has.
let's not... Yeah, that might be another one.
Have you got a guess, Rube?
John Williams.
It's not John Williams.
Who is Danny Elfman?
It's Danny Elfman.
Oh.
It is Danny Elfman.
I feel like I knew that one.
light-hearted kind of
Yeah.
like whimsy version of
Yep.
the soundtrack. I was gonna go for your Lorne Berfters. How do you pronounce this name?
Lauren
Lombofters.
Balfe?
You don't know.
I don't know who you're
Lombof-
talking about.
Lomboftus.
Lomboftus.
You're thinking of Lauren Bufftus.
Oh, Lomboftus.
Lombofters.
The hint here was they're best known for creating the Simpsons theme
Simpsons,
song.
yeah.
Would that have gotten you across the line?
Yeah,
Sure
that
would've.
would have.
Cool. Okay. There's more Gus on the board. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Ruby.
Disgusting. Eh?
Okay.
It's your turn,
Yeah, go.
Thank
Ruby.
you.
She won't go ahead with her choice.
I need someone to
until someone
acknowledge. You did, so
validates.
thank
I did.
you.
We had moved on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You brought it back up.
No, I
You
needed
brought
to
it
be
back. Now we're
validated.
still
Yes,
in it.
you're
That's
right.
true.
So
Yeah.
Let's
true.
validate the fact that you think Ruby needs to be validated all the time.
I've got a row on the board.
You have a wonderful tube of meat.
this is going on forever,
Fort
guys.
Who for
It's going forever.
400.
Fort Who for 400. We're about to look at a Fortnite character with Meowscles as a head. Who is this character?
I'll take Ice Spice, thank you.
That's
You
good.
can take Ice
That's
Spice.
good.
You think you're the shit, bitch?
You're just a
You're not even the fart.
Fart.
That's what she said.
You aren't even a
She's
why
not.
did you say
poetry. Because you think
Dude,
you're the
no,
shit,
it's
bitch.
quite clever.
that? Is that a lyric in a song, or did you just say that in an interview?
It is.
something.
It is
No,
the like
it's
main
the
line of the
hook.
song.
Yeah,
you
right.
think you the shit, bitch? You're not even the fart.
You ain't even
Brah.
the fart.
Brah.
I'd be going hard. Yeah, no, that's it. It goes hard. Thank you.
Thanks, Ice Spice.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Ice
Ice.
Spice.
Gus.
Sure. I'll take Yeehaw Guitar for 400, please.
Ooh,
I
we
wanna
got
get a
ourselves a
little-
yeehaw
I wanna
guitar.
get a little L going.
What's this? Hubris.
Which character does this guitar belong to? Do you recognize this guitar?
Can I say? Is it the cheerleader
sorry,
from
sorry.
Lollipop Chainsaw?
It is not. What? The who?
Isn't it a Lollipop Chainsaw? Isn't she like a cheerleader?
Oh, the cheerleader. I thought you said the Sheila from Lollipop Chainsaw.
the Sheila
The
from Lollipop
Sheila.
Chainsaw?
The Sheila from the
My
from
favourite
that
guy.
Lollipop game.
Could
Go
you
on, Eliza,
imagine?
isn't she? No, it is not.
Okay.
It's open to the room.
Does this belong to one of the girls in Bratz Rock Angels?
It doesn't belong to one of the girls in Bratz Rock Angels.
Is it Barbie?
It is not Barbie.
Okay.
I have no idea.
This might be a dead square. I'm gonna give it back to Gus.
Can we get a hint?
Is it from a Dead Rising game?
It's not from a Dead Rising game.
Oh, okay. This is
I'm going to. Okay.
Is it a hint for everyone?
I'm gonna give it back to Gus
Sure.
with this hint, and then I'll open it if he can't get it. This is from a character who is in a series with many video games. This character appears in multiple video games in the series, but is not the lead character and is not the. I don't want to say
Protagonist?
anything. Yeah. Well, I don't want to say. I don't. Yeah.
This is weird.
They appear in multiple games in this series. The games aren't about them, but they have this guitar in it.
Cool, man. I appreciate the clue. It has given me no steer as to who owns this guitar.
It's a horror series.
Oh, hold on.
Horror series, and a character turns up.
It's a horror series, and
they're not the main. Resident Evil?
No. Okay, open to the room. It's no one's in
Has
5.
Jack got it, Josh?
Did you already
4.
say Dead Rising?
Yep.
3.
You said Dead Rising.
I said either
2.
Dead Risings it was.
It's
No
a dead
idea.
square. It's a dead square. This guitar belongs
Ruby's
to
gonna be upset.
Glam Rock Chica from Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, shit.
That
FNAF.
actually makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
did not
And
clock
actually, you
that.
should feel better about not knowing
I
that, everyone.
genuinely do.
Congratulations to you all.
I would've killed myself
Even
if-
you are not as cooked as you thought you were.
Yeah.
I just know about FNAF lore.
Not
Just
about
get so
FNAF
lost
guitars.
in their eyes.
Yeah.
Don't even notice the guitar.
Yeah, absolutely. Who picked it? That was you, Gus. You went?
Yeah, we
All right,
got it.
Novak, you're up.
Square.
Yeehaw! Guitar for 200, please.
Let's see the $200 Yeehaw guitar, please.
That's gotta be Ellie's guitar from Last of Us.
It sure
What
is.
is Ellie's guitar from Last of Us?
That is Ellie's guitar from Last of Us.
I just
2.
recently got sent
With
from
them
a
off.
friend someone doing the like
The
on the PlayStation controller playing
Yeah.
like through the fire.
Yeah, yeah.
It was amazing. So people can still like
Yep,
very,
amazing.
very cool.
Cool. We're across to Ruby. There's 3 more questions on the board. 2 in Compose Yourself. Everyone's steering clear of that.
I'll go Compose Yourself for 300.
Good job.
Bold choice, Cotton.
Okay. Can you please tell me? I couldn't remember how this worked for a second. I was like about to say the name of the composer. I want to know. I want to know the name of the composer who composed the music for Quake.
Come on, man. It's like midnight.
5.
I'll just go 2 for 2. Was it Trent Reznor?
It was Trent Reznor.
Oh,
Come on, I know.
Damn
So
it.
annoying.
sorry.
Sorry.
Can I have $300 too?
Didn't even know. Just took a stab.
That's a good guess.
Did
though.
well.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Gus.
I'll do Yeehaw guitar for 300, please,
Coward,
Peter.
you're a coward
I am.
and a bitch. Let's see the photo of the guitar, please.
They're coughing straight tonight. Oh,
Cool.
I'm gonna say, is that the guitar from Brutal Legend that Jack Black has?
It is
It
Eddie
is.
Riggs' guitar from
Cool.
Brutal.
Eddie Riggs. There you go.
Very nice.
There he is.
Yeah, that's
What a
my
dickhead.
terrible Jack
Yeah.
Black.
Say
I don't-
yeehaw guitar.
Yeehaw, whatever he does. I can't do it.
What the hell
what,
was that?
scat?
It's like as you start to Jack Black and realize you can't do it.
Yeah.
Doesn't he
Do
do,
it
like,
again.
He does that.
Oh,
That kind
yeah.
of like, yeah.
When he's playing his trumpet.
It's like,
Skillity,
Yeah.
You can't
is-
scat.
I'm
It's okay.
scatting, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't really scat.
He does. It's
rock-
like it's like rock scat.
He rock
Yeah.
scats.
He just accentuates the sounds he's making with his instruments.
He's probably
He's
said
not very
skibbity on
talented.
accident.
He's just done very well for himself.
What the
He's
fuck?
got a beautiful voice.
He cancelled his friend.
He can sing. Yeah, he's a dickhead
Yeah, he's a
because he
piece of
canceled those
shit,
shows
but-
and
but-
ended the band because
Yeah.
he's a coward and likes money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess you could say he's a piece of shit.
I hated him until I saw the Minecraft movie, and I was like, that man.
Peter came out of that
can
one. It's like,
do
I didn't get the
no
guitar.
wrong.
Whatever the fuck.
Yeah, no, do it again.
Chicken
Do it again, but like
jockey.
barrel
I
the camera and
keep
do it
launching
again.
into it with confidence, and the second the
You
syllable
forget what
comes
you're
out,
doing.
Falls
I'm just
apart.
like,
It's like confidence to like
Zero.
sadness.
Have you seen that
so
video of that
quickly.
band Little Mix and they're doing accents? And she
Balade.
tries.
Balade.
She tries to
I
do like
love
a
her.
Jamaican accent.
They're like
and it just like
Jamaican, and
malfunctions.
she's like,
I've seen the
Balade.
clip of
That's what you're doing right
I am
now.
Yeah.
doing that.
Like, why'd she say? What do you think she was trying to say? Bumbleclat.
I think so.
Yeah.
But I think she like literally
She looks like she's having a bit of a
malfunctions.
Balade.
stroke. Like,
Yeah.
genuinely. It's a
Yeah.
worry.
Just
Every
say
now and then
it
you see,
like,
a news
just say it
gaff
like
and
Ian
it's like,
Gallagher.
their brains
Just go
are working.
Bumbleclat, and you're fine.
But that wasn't Jamaican. He sounded like a fucking
Ian
like
Gallagher.
Chav.
Yeah,
Ian
yeah,
Gallagher.
yeah.
Okay, okay.
Bumbleclat.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool. Okay,
You're raw
I didn't
school.
understand the reference, but you nailed that.
You did.
Whatever you were going for, you nailed.
As you were.
Novak, last
Novak,
one
you got the
Oh
last one.
yeah, okay. I'll
you need
take
to
the
tell
dead
me-
one, please. Yeah,
You're
go
gonna
on.
need to. Okay, let's go to the dead one. Whose guitar is this for $400?
Wait,
What?
That's
no,
not the category.
Josh just not willing to play ball at all. Good man, Josh.
More like no.
More like no and. Tell me.
What was I supposed to put on the screen? just
He
then?
said he wanted the dead category, and I said, okay.
Guys, don't fight.
Show me the guitar.
Oh. That's unpleasant.
Get
No,
down
I-
here, Josh.
That's
genuinely
that's
wanna know what
unpleasant,
you
and it's
expected
all
to
Josh's
happen.
fault.
Well, you've got the asset. We've already seen it.
We
All
were
you
so
need to do
close
is bring
to
it
a
up
perfect
again.
game, and it's just all
$400.
ruined.
Tell me
my
who composed the
days.
music for Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. That's the third one.
Oh no.
Now, I'd never heard of this guy, but I'm gonna give,
good.
so I'm going to give you all the hints because I've heard of the films that he's composed.
Okay.
This composer composed Shrek,
So it's not Kojima.
Spy Kids,
Could be.
It could be.
edited by Hideo Kojima, Chicken Run, The Martian.
Man, I don't know.
The Martian's actually got a good soundtrack.
The man is a fantastic composer. There's three great,
How about Initials? What do you reckon?
except Spy Kids.
Initials, yeah.
Yeah,
give me initials.
it's a three-pronger.
And could I
It's
get a
H,
first and last name?
It's H and then G-W.
Homer.
He done-
Homer
he-
G. Wimson.
He did How to Train Your Dragon.
No, he didn't.
Didn't he?
No.
HGW.
Yeah.
Do you know who it is?
I do.
Oh man,
Yeah.
this is humiliating.
Did you? I was curious. I was never gonna answer.
Oh, you googled it.
Yeah. He literally went Shrek, and I was like, cool.
Is it Harry Gregson Williams?
I'm nowhere near winning.
It is
I'm
Harry
good.
Gregson Williams.
Yeah.
That's crazy that you knew that.
I listened to a lot of movie soundtracks and
He did all the
realized
Narnias and stuff.
Yeah.
No one knows that.
Yeah, same.
Chat.
I had no idea. I had no
Anyone
idea.
know who that
I
is?
also listened to a
It's
lot of.
crazy that he did Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
pretty random.
H.G.
From
Wells.
Shrek.
I do also still listen to a lot of Art of the Score podcast with friend of the show. I was
Say
gonna
his
say.
name.
I was gonna
Say
say.
his name, Gus.
I was gonna say.
Dan Golden. But Golding.
Pogson.
But Andrew Pogson,
Pogson,
as well
who's
as-
the one, and Dan Golding as well. But from
and Nicholas Buck.
It is
Nicholas
very
Buck.
funny to say friend of the show.
I was
then
gonna say
got his
Dan
name
Golding,
wrong.
and then we realized he's never been on the show, and I was like, oh, that's
He was on Pocket Buds.
That's
Golding.
true.
Yeah.
Friend of your show.
Yeah.
He's one of those Melbourne freaks.
He was on our
Ew,
Powerhouse
Melvin.
episode, Gus.
He was
did
on the
the-
Powerhouse episode. He's been on the show.
You talked to him on that episode.
He did
this
the
is
soundtrack.
bad for you.
He did the soundtrack for Man on Fire, which my dad called. What was that film we watched? Ouch, I'm Burning.
Ouch, I'm burning. That was the Rizz Quiz, everyone. Oh, who cares who won?
Yeah.
Wait
Gus
a
won.
Doesn't
minute.
matter. There was
Yeah, I
a
think
pillar
Gus
of Gus,
won.
so I assume Gus
There was
won.
a pillar of Gus.
pillar
Yeah,
of
there were like 8
Probably.
Gus's on the board.
Soundtrack of
Soundtrack of
Congratulations, Gus.
Ants. He did Ants as well. You know what?
Ants.
Love that soundtrack.
Two
love Ants.
Wars. Did you enjoy Rizz Quiz?
Not really.
Cool. See you after the break, everyone. Thanks so much.
And now a word from our sponsor.
That's the wrong way. There we go.
Perfect.
Bye, Frosty. We're full. Yeah, I know. I'm a pro driver. Sick day. Did you see that epic move I did? Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god.
The last note that I have on my phone is one that I took of my boyfriend talking in his sleep. And it was really just like, and then I just hear endless amounts of people are all out to see you. And I'm like,
Did you then picture he was dreaming about you?
well,
Or
I was
he's
like, I don't
narrating
know,
his
but I was
life.
like, is that
How
right? And he's-
coherent all of a sudden.
I was like, is that right? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay.
There is-
and he's
You're
like,
a star.
There is nothing more fun than talking to
Endless
someone
amounts.
who's in that perfect bit of lucidity when they're talking and they can respond. You're like, oh, I'm going to fuck with you now.
It's such a power trip.
he's done it a few times. Like the time before that, he just went, like, I hadn't said anything. And then I just hear, yeah, I know. Like, but in like an accusatory tone.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I was saying something.
So you got in
that
a fight
made him
even though
feel
he was
stupid.
asleep.
Yeah, he's like,
He got
yeah,
in
I
a fight and
know.
you were just
And I'm
sitting
like,
there.
what? And he's like, I already. I'm like we don't even fight when
You
when
dream
he's
fight.
awake.
That's a very
He's
you
just like
thing.
doing it in my dreams.
Do you wake him up though, like after?
No, I tell him. I take note and I tell him in
Good.
the morning.
I like to
Record
wake.
it.
I like to wake my wife up immediately and be like, "You were sleep talking.
Oh
you need to know."
You said unspeakable
Shame.
things.
They
Just
always
now.
say anytime
Did you
someone's
know?
sleepwalking, wake them up,
Yeah,
freak them out.
freak him out.
It's fun.
Film them with your phone.
Yeah.
Film with
Send
the
it
phone.
in.
Film
as
your
a word
partner
from a
with their
sponsor.
phone.
There are a few things funnier than the post anesthesia.
Oh,
Like-
I've got that
The
on
full
my
draw.
phone.
Have
you?
With
Yeah.
my
Yeah,
wife.
good.
Yeah,
I've
my
got a
wife.
notes
wife.
section for that as well. Jesus.
Welcome back, everyone. You saw
Thank
an ad
you.
break there, and there was an ad for Coastal City, a rockin' track there. Novak really gave it a 5-star rating out of 10. So not great. We also saw a word from Sickney.
If you need to fill time on your next record,
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Got any spare room
10,
on that vinyl?
10 songs out of 11. Say?
Yeah, easy. We're going to move on with the show, but not before we thank our business pocket partner, one of our very special patrons. It is the one, the only Buri Buri. You know her, you might know her skills, you might need her skills. Buri Buri is a gaming IP lawyer, and they work specifically with game IP law to do with indie developers. There's that really loud email address in case you need it. And the little lick at the end. Her work involves assisting game developers in creating them, protecting their game IP, securing screen agency funding, and negotiating with publishers. If you're a working game dev and finds the legal side of the industry a little bit of a blur, and you want to make sure you're getting the most out of your deals with the big dogs, then Buri Buri is the one to fight for you. And if you don't use Buri Buri, as promised, we will fight you. That is law. That is legal. And that's Buri Buri, everyone. Thank you again for your continued, ongoing business pocket partner patronage. Oof. Say that 10 times in a row. All right. Let's move on with the last part of the show
Novak, are you protecting your IP?
after
No,
this.
I'm
small
not
bit of
precious
banter.
in my IP. I don't think it's it's for the people.
You're for the people.
You release a song and it no longer belongs to you.
Yeah.
I'm only half kidding.
I was gonna say.
It's just like whatever.
So I could just be like, yeah, I made this new album. It's called Pound Cake, and then I list all the
Have
songs
you
on
had
the
to
But
be
album.
here's the thing, if
litigious
someone-
about anyone?
No.
No?
I had this one thing once. Wade, our producer that we usually work with, he came to me one day and he's like, I worked with this guy the other day. I recorded a song for him. And you came up in conversation. I said I worked at Police Club, and the guy was like, "Oh man, I got a bone to pick with them. They stole one of my songs." And he played me the song. Wade did, and it was.
What do you reckon?
I
What a
couldn't even
percentage
connect.
how-
I couldn't even connect the dots. It was so far away from the song he was claiming. I was kind of excited. I'm like, oh my god, I accidentally ripped someone off.
Yeah.
That's
Not
kind
even
of
lyrics the same.
kinda cool.
Not even a lick. The tune,
no. It was
the melody.
nowhere near it. So it's happened to me, but I don't know. I feel like if one of you were to steal a song and make it really popular, I would have been like, that. You're welcome.
mean,
Yeah.
That's all me.
You saw what we did with that classic from Starship Jeff. Who did
Starship Jeff.
Starship
So
Jeff?
It's
My name's
Jeff-
Starship
They're called,
Jeff.
they're called
Jefferson
Starship by
Starship?
that point. They were Jefferson Airplane and they were Jefferson Starship, and then they were just Starship.
Okay, right. Well, we ripped
Well,
that
They just
off.
kept changing
Bunch
it.
of wankers.
I know. But I think by the time there was Starship, there were none of the original members.
There's no
It was
one left
kinda
to
just-
sue
It was
us,
one of those,
essentially.
yeah.
Arguably, the best example would be Breakbot was still did well with Baby I'm Yours, but arguably not as well as Bruno Mars did with Treasure. So
If you do better,
Yeah.
yeah.
Speaking of doing better, let's do our very best. It's challenging times. That's the quietest you've all ever been under that
So
card.
It's our best
professional.
card.
Yeah.
Just
It's
a
our best
bunch
card.
of
Was it just
professionals.
we all sat here in complete silence and
It's a
enjoyed
It's
that?
because
Sick
every time I
product.
talk over it, you're like, no, what?
That is what I say.
Please.
Watch. I didn't even make that one. Watch it.
With a
podcast in it.
Yeah, you guys don't see it because the card covers the cameras, but Gus gets on his knees and begs Ruby to stop.
Please stop
Yeah.
talking.
Every time you miss it.
Yeah.
Every time you cut away from Gus, he's on his knees.
That's it. It's true.
Yeah.
My big.
Oh.
You saw my big fleshy pole
A
in the last segment.
professional outfit.
professional. And we're sponsored by.
Yes, of course.
I'm just glad my dads
challenging
love each
times.
other.
Where's that lawyer?
Yeah, God. Challenging Times, for those who don't know, is a segment where I set a challenge to the team and also to you guys to set a time in a video game. And it's a very special challenging time this week because it is brought to us by the Lenovo Legion. Ooh. A little bit of product placement. That is right. This week's Challenging Times is a special edition. The awesome people at Lenovo have sent us a Legion GO S. Sorry, a Lenovo Legion GO S, and it's powered by the new AMD Ryzen Z2 Go processor. It delivers powerful performance, and it's the perfect platform for players to enjoy their favorite titles on the go. It's compatible with all major platforms: Xbox Game Pass, Steam, Epic Games, Good Old Games or GOG, and more, meaning Josh, technically, could get some more Dune Awakening done while he's on the bus.
Absolutely.
Do you take the bus, Josh?
Every day.
Every day, there it is.
He's
the
a
battle
bus man.
There
He's
it
a
is.
bus man.
Good old games.
GOG.
Yeah, GOG.
GOG, good old
I
games.
thought it was God of Games.
No, it's
No, good old
Have I
games.
been misreading that this whole time?
You may
Potentially.
have been.
yeah.
You
What
might
an
even see that with
idiot.
God of
You were
War.
thinking about yourself as the god of games. That's
I
where the
legit
confusion
thought it was
came in.
God of Games.
To tally off some of the other features on the Legion GO S, this has Windows 11, but there is a Steam OS version. There is first-party support for booting Steam OS on this thing. So if Windows 11 is not your jam and you want to put Steam OS in there is actually official support. There's a website you can follow that makes it really simple. There's anti-cheat on all the games like Call of Duty and your Fortnite, so you're not going to get cheated on.
Fortnite.
There's seamless support for third-party docks, monitors, and accessories. It is USB-C. It is Windows 11. And then outside of gaming, it's a great little multitasking PC to take on the go. Discord, browsing, light work. It is a functional handheld PC. So you can do whatever you want on it. We're going to be gaming on it, though.
That's right.
We are gamers, and we like to game.
Gamer.
And Gus, you've set us a challenge in You Suck at Parking. Is
I
that
have,
correct?
yeah. Before we get onto that, we'll have a quick look at the scoreboard from the last time we did a challenging times, and that was, of course, we played the original Sonic. We went to the Green Hill Zone and just did the original first stage.
A surprisingly hard game, I want to say.
Indeed it was, and we all set pretty average times, but the community pitched in, and there are their times on top of ours. Congrats to Blinky, I believe.
Whoa, chill out, Blinky.
I think-
What's going on?
Well, it was basically,
crazy.
this happens often on our Discord. It became an all-out war between Blinky and Nanogenes, who just kept reposting images of them shaving like milliseconds off as they went.
That's a big drop off from
Blinky
like
cracked 20.
fourth.
Nanogenes conceded and went, I'm out. Yep, well done. But well done to Nanogenes as well. Sal Lemony, who's been recently involved in a lot of these, Dolphin Pants. And then there's our times, myself, Will, Josh, Peter. Mine and Jack in there as well. Z-Screen got in there and Ruby down the bottom, but all within 10 seconds of each other. Like, it's actually a ridiculously hard level. So
What happened, Ruby?
I play Sonic for the story.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
true.
the lore and just like
Yeah.
the world.
you also had
And
one
for
run.
Best
And the
friend
ch-
Tails.
Yeah,
And the
and
Chow
with
Garden.
the relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'm
watched
a Sonic
it back.
Adventure 2 girl.
Yeah,
You
okay.
finished it and you're like, I'm done. And the second you got your time, you didn't want to improve on it, and that is totally fine.
Just like every time I play Sonic.
There you go.
I'm getting an E rank every time, but I like being there.
E is pretty good.
He's fine.
It's above F.
Yeah.
So that was the last game we played for challenging times. As Peter mentioned, we're now going to play You Suck at Parking. We're going to play it on the Legion Lenovo Go S, but you can play this yourself. It is currently, there's a demo of, that's what we're going to play. So if you want to set a time at the stage that we're going to do as well, you can do that. And as usual, when we do this segment, I come up with a really cooked bit of audio to announce what the game is. And so Josh, let's have a listen to that right now.
It's weird, right?
You suck parking! The law states that you can't park in one place for more than an hour, and you've been there for going on 3 days now.
There it is. It's You Suck at Parking.
What was that?
That was from me, myself, and Irene. I typed parking into
Oh my
YouTube.
god.
What?
I found a Jim Carrey quote about parking. I was like, yeah, I can go in there too.
That's
You found a
crazy.
Me, myself, and Irene.
That's
Yeah,
very
that's
different.
crazy.
That's
Do you
different.
get like the heebie-jeebies hearing your own music?
When
It's
it's a-
just constant ick.
Yeah.
Would you
Yeah.
like to hire Burry Brew to sue Gus?
You're welcome
for
to.
that?
We can try some
You just
litigious
used your
law.
music.
Yeah, okay. I'm
Yeah.
into that.
I also
Let's
used
chat later.
the guy from Happy Gilmore saying you suck, and the guys in Spaceballs saying no parking there. So a plethora
Really
of audio.
revealing a lot
Very
about
in the
yourself.
chat
What I
said
can
I'll
do
do
Stole
it.
so many things today.
Still so much.
Good
So
job.
much cool.
Now, are you going to show us how it's done?
I will indeed. If this
you.
can be
What a
set.
machine. Look at that.
Indeed. So
Very portable.
if you jump into the demo, Peter set me up on the track here called Crash and Burn.
How does it feel in your hands?
It's got a really good grip at the back.
Yeah.
I've been playing with a lot of handhelds recently, and the thing I miss is like a nice bit of grip to the the heft and actually feeling it supported in the
Yeah,
palms.
not like the Switch where
The
you,
holding
it's like a
little
little
sides.
crusket, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
So like this sits
Yeah,
really
for sure.
nicely in the hand, and again, solid screen. Everything feels
Girthy.
button-let. Everything's good. So yeah, this is the track we're gonna do, Crash and Burn. If you haven't played this game before, I'm gonna press A. The controls are simple. Right trigger, Ruby. Right trigger to accelerate. That's pretty much it. All you need to do is park.
Don't think so.
All you need to do is park your car in the spot. The second you do stop your car early, though, that counts as parking and it goes back to the start. So your job is to perfectly land in these little parking spots,
Oh, you're
which
not
you'll
very
see.
good at this one, guys.
Well, I'm just demonstrating that it's quite hard.
Oh, that's a
But then if you
shame.
land in there,
Oh. Yes, you got to
Uh,
park in the park.
that still counts. That's one done.
Okay, and you got an extra 10 seconds. And it's counting down at the moment, but I believe at the end it shows you how long you took.
Correct. So I think there is a fail state on this. There are, as
We're
you'll
watching
see,
you.
edges that you
You are
will
a
fly
fail
off as
state,
well.
mate.
Oh, it's all easy to judge now. Wait till you've got it in your hands. And I'm trying to remember how to get to the last one now. I'm panicking.
Gus, you gotta go around up the ramp.
This way? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
ramp. Yeah, and then around to
Oh,
the
it's
right.
the right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
Can I also-
This is
can
my
I get
practice run.
Josh,
Just
can we
no,
clip
this
the
is your time.
wait till you get it in your hands?
Oh yeah, sorry, I should have pointed out that last one there. This is like a medium difficulty level. That last one there, the railings on the side are made of electricity or on fire. So if you do touch them, you will crash and burn, as the title suggests. So you might want to go nice and slow and then park it in there like that. Total time there, 1 minute 11. Now,
You
Sorry, I
rocket
wasn't-
park.
I'm going to
wasn't-
pass this round and then I'm going to have my go at the end. Does that
Okay,
sound
so we'll start
legit?
with Ruby.
Okay. Ruby?
Alright, might as well get it out of the way. I'm notoriously bad at challenges.
There we are.
Is it like I wasn't paying attention?
Oh, now you want to know.
Is it like a circuit, or was that kind of like a choose your own route kind of thing?
There's like it's a branching path.
So you got to find the parks.
You got to find the parks. Yeah.
I didn't listen to a single.
No,
word
no,
you
no.
just said.
Watch Ruby have a couple of goes. I don't know what's going on there. Photos.
Ruby's-
I wasn't sure if someone took note of the time, so I just
We're recording all of this.
Chat's gonna.
Okay.
This is.
Yeah.
This
retry.
This famously
Oh, are we-
gets
retry?
archived.
Hang on, are we
yes,
filming
retry.
this? I didn't realize we
This
were
is
filming.
You're on
this.
camera.
It'll be good when we're on camera.
I thought we were still doing a tech run.
Yeah, it's just a rehearsal. Go for it.
Okay,
You'll be
thank you.
fine. All right, right trigger to accelerate, left to brake.
And then the left thumbstick is all you use to turn. Nice.
Cool.
Wait,
Tricks,
can I
though.
stop?
If you do, that counts as a park.
I'm very confused.
It's quite a simple one for,
No, it's not.
for challenging times.
As far as challenging times.
As far as
go.
challenging
This
times
is fun.
Yeah, you're doing good. Oh,
go.
you can still finish a park.
Oh, grind.
Go for the
Sick
other
grind.
one.
Go,
Kind of,
go.
you've kind of taken a
Don't hit-
Tony Hawk's-esque approach to this one.
Yeah.
Sick rail grind.
You know what I got
Ruby,
today?
I don't want to say the name of the game too early, but
You do suck at
you do
parking.
suck at parking.
I get it. Wait.
Where are you
So we
going?
played an Astrobot time trial level recently, and Ruby kicked ass at it and was just like, well, actually,
She came dead last.
she came dead last.
I
but the
find-
confidence she took into it.
I find that isometric driving is a really tricky skill.
It takes a little bit to get into, and then when
And
you're
if you-
programmed in,
if
you're like,
you
I get
haven't
it.
played-
Down on the D-pad, Ruby, I believe, will reset
Full
you.
restart.
I'm full restarting.
All right, timer starts now. You've had your trial.
I'm stressed.
I'm struggling. Okay.
You're right,
Yeah,
though. There
it's
is that
not
little
easy.
bit of lag just to, not in the system or how we're seeing it, but just how isometric cars drive.
I used to play Micro Machines heaps. It's really showing my age.
Ruby, when you get to the top. Oh, no, do your thing. You're right. Oh,
Oh,
you're,
no, you're running
you're
out
running
of
out-
petty.
You're
You're
running
running
out
out
of
of petty.
I don't think you restarted. You just pressed pause and. Okay, now you've started again, I believe.
No,
Okay.
no. No, she has not.
Oh, she just ran out of fuel? Okay.
Yeah.
You're getting better.
Restart.
That's the second time you've done that intricate.
It's very possible to fuck that up.
Let's do a quick charge.
Yeah, you said you weren't rushed for time.
No,
tonight.
no. I do have a show tomorrow. though.
In a different
I
state.
do need to be in a different
Yeah.
state in the morning.
I have a
You know what you could
flight
do,
in
Ruby?
about 12
You could
hours.
do the bottom. Actually, no. You know what?
You go hard.
She's beginning to believe.
Nope. No, you missed it.
Oh, I respect that.
I'm going
though.
for a
That's pretty
swim.
sick.
You missed it.
This
That's,
is hard.
that's true to life, where I'm just swimming out to sea.
What if you go right here, right here? Yep, go down and get one of the first parks. Yeah.
Just get
and
one on
just
the
brake.
board. Nope. Missed it by a mile.
Car is in ocean. Hey! All right.
Nice. You got yourself another 10 seconds. You can do
Confidence
this.
coming now. Yeah, look at this. You got this. It's just straight off those ramps. You don't want to change it. Yep, straight.
Straighten up.
Down or
Start.
up? There it
Bottom
is.
one. Yeah, and then reset. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, cool.
Now I've got the hang.
Okay,
of
this
it.
is your turn. This is your actual time.
Okay.
It's easy to mock from here.
No, totally. It's hard. It's
You
hard.
can't park there, mate.
Yeah, can't.
Yes!
Waiting for a mate.
Maybe,
Oh,
maybe,
oh,
maybe,
you good?
maybe,
No,
maybe.
no, that's not
that's
fair.
not fair.
You were still moving.
Straighten up.
Yes.
That's it.
See,
Now,
look
you get,
at-
now
look at
don't go too
this.
fast. Brakes.
Don't fall
Yep.
off the edge.
Oh, I did that.
But you're
I did
getting
the
better.
thing that you said not to.
You've got
It's
this.
the call of the ocean.
I don't even have my L's.
Actually, yeah, we did give this to the one person without a license.
That might
okay,
be
now
for the
brakes,
best.
but not too much. Keep moving. That's
Oh,
it. That's it.
Rip it around the corner.
Now get
You
ready to
brake
brake
on that.
Yes! Okay,
Okay,
one
you
to
got heaps
go.
of time, heaps of
Well,
time,
two
heaps
to
of
go.
time.
If you go get that one.
Nice. Oh.
No,
Jeez,
no.
It doesn't have reverse.
I pieced it.
That was good.
That's good. That's good. And
Oh, cunt! Sorry.
Language. This is sponsored
I
segment,
said
Ruby.
cut. I said cut.
Cut that. Cut that.
yes.
Cut that.
Yeah.
Okay,
I said
right.
cut.
Right. Straighten up.
Nice, Ruby.
Oh,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was good.
Now watch the
Don't
burning
hit the
sign.
walls.
Watch the
Don't
burning
hit the
walls.
What happened?
There's
The
burning
walls are on
walls.
fire.
Why the walls are on
The
Well,
walls
you
on
know.
fire. Yes,
Why would you
this
even
is
wanna
good.
park here?
This is good.
This
Now
is good.
slow it down.
Yeah,
Don't
take it
stop.
easy.
Don't
Take
stop.
it easy.
Oh, I could have done it on fire. It'd be allowed.
You'd be dead.
Yeah.
But you'd be
But
parked.
you'd be
But
parked.
hell
Yeah.
of a part.
You'd be stationary.
It'd be a dead.
9 seconds.
Oh,
Reset. No, oh no.
I'm just gonna. Okay.
You got 2
DNF.
seconds. Last car. Okay, you can still do it. You can still do it. Last car.
Come on.
Fuck.
No.
Nah.
No.
Nah.
DNF.
No.
DNF.
No.
You got a couple though.
You got
I mean, it
two.
looks
You
I
showed
can't- I don't even have a
progress.
time on the board.
You got hearts. Peter, you're up.
Okay.
Peter, how's the trigger feel?
The triggers are good. They've got like a good spring to them, which I like. I like a bit of resistance.
He likes a springy.
Slow
trigger.
down. Oh!
All right,
How
bro.
are you so good at it?
You got a lot of time
Fucking
watching.
nerd.
I just watch you do it.
If you watched me do it, you wouldn't have been good at it.
Novak's feeling the pressure now.
Alright.
I can sense it on this side of the...
shits with this. What are you doing, man?
Oh, what's he got to do here?
Bro, come
Oh, what?
on. What do you mean?
Whoa.
What do you mean?
Thanks to the power of the Lenovo
Is that a
Legion
world
GO
record? Nah, it's 1980. Good year.
Good year indeed. All right, buddy.
Next.
Saddle up.
I'm angry. Oh, this is blowing like cold air into my nether
Where?
regions.
Then that's free of charge. They don't even put that on the box.
Okay,
All right.
I need like total silence, and everyone at home, don't say a word. I need silence. I can hear you talking. I can hear you hitting up the chat. I need you to focus, because if you're not focused, I'm not focused. Okay? Okay. How do I play?
Hold the right trigger.
Okay, I just press. Okay.
Yeah, A to retry.
Okay, can I give you a tip? Having just played,
Yeah.
the left trigger is brake. You'll need that when you go to the parking spot, but it's actually better to just not fully compress the drive trigger. It's
Hey, what's
like
that-
release
are
that
we
to
just
slow
doing
down.
this like one go?
You can have two. You can have multiple goes.
A couple of goes. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, I retried a bunch.
You're like, wait, that's not
What the
like,
hell?
you had
Wait,
like
no, that's what I
84
did.
goes.
Yeah. I did that, actually.
All right, whatever. All right,
Me when I lie.
Me when I lie.
I'm going.
Here we go. Get the feel for the triggers.
Shut up, Gus.
Oh shit, the bed. Oh balls.
I mean,
balls,
it
balls,
is
balls,
tradition
balls.
in this segment to tell me to shut up.
No, he had one.
Oh shit.
Your request silence.
No, you can talk.
Okay, you're
Okay,
doing
now
great.
you're doing great. What is?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
actually-
feeling it.
straight
You're
up.
feeling it, so you can.
I'm
get to
actually
talk.
really good at video games, guys.
Oh,
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh
You
balls.
good? You good?
You're good. You're good. This is blitzing.
Oh piss.
Oh, piss.
Doing circle work.
Nice. Yes.
This is
Just
like
a little
That was his
trick
flair.
for the fans out
This
there.
is good.
Check your map.
You check him.
This is
Flaming
gonna be
walls. Flaming
fast.
walls.
Look out for flaming walls. Break. Not too
Oh
much.
no.
Huge. Good score.
5. Well done.
Go again, go again, go again.
Do you want to go?
Yeah, go on.
Go for it.
You
You've
can
got
be
it
my
now.
No, because now no. If
Well,
I
I'm
do,
going to go again because I had to remember how to play at the top.
If
but
it's slow,
you
we'll
will
take
do
this
too, bro.
time.
I didn't really get another go.
Ruby.
I just kept restarting.
Focus up.
'Cause it
Here we
was
go.
embarrassing.
Oh shit.
No, that's good.
Huge. Oh, you got this, Novak. You absolutely have this.
I can feel the clenching.
He's got a feel for it now, though.
Every time you open your mouth,
I'm sorry, I'll shut up.
I swear to
Just start again,
God.
start again. 'cause
Well,
you're
you
not
won't
gonna
get a
beat
better
time.
time
You're
now,
gonna beat
You've
time.
got this.
Retry.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no,
The
no,
one
no.
just below.
What? Huh?
On the lower of the two on the right. Yeah.
Oh, that's stupid.
No, it's not his great design feature. You didn't restart.
Yeah, hang on.
8.
I'm doing the
You're
switch
switching.
thing.
You're switching. Yep.
I'm
buttons
just
are
They're
right.
such
moving
a
the buttons.
Nintendo
Alright, this is
head.
it. This is your go.
Fuck.
Don't fuck it up. Avoid the ocean.
Well
You're
done.
good.
That first one you are nailing.
It's just like smooth motions, man.
That's it.
Am I allowed to talk?
Oh, that's such a good
Just
setup.
don't. I can feel you looking at me, and it's really.
I want you to do worse than me, but I also want you to do better than me.
Nice. Well done.
You are smashing it.
He's got the
This is-
turns.
You are easily on track to beat the time.
Everyone finishing.
Shut off.
Just all you have to do is not mess
Just
up.
flaming walls.
Just don't hit the flaming.
It's over. I mean, like, why am I even doing this?
Oh, it's gonna be closer. I reckon
No-
this is still better than
Shut
45.
Shut up. Like, just.
Bro, I already died. I'm laughing from hell.
All right. 44 was the time in there.
45.
44,
Yeah.
45?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to have my proper go now.
I could have been something.
You could have been a
know?
contender.
I could have fucking done something with my life.
Brother, you know what my time
God,
was?
what was that? This is it. No more restart.
Okay.
DNF.
DNF.
To be within reach.
I know you were so close
Yeah.
to glory.
Oh, come on.
That doesn't count.
got
Stop
one.
restarting, you cheater.
Peter, if you remember how you did this last time we played Sonic. Okay, I'm good. I've got my turn.
Yeah, but I was
Oh,
just
that was
I was
so
messing
funny.
with everyone.
Have you played this game before?
I have when it came out, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
well,
Yeah.
But-
good for you. And how was it?
Gonna
Greatest game of my life.
Gonna start with the flaming wall.
Interesting choice.
Make it.
Oh, thanks, Ellie.
Go Novak. Yeah, go
How do
burn
you
in a
guys
car
manage to
fire.
go fast and not like a wee wah?
We were.
You're just overcorrecting.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
about.
There's a lot
like,
of oversteer
just
happening. You just
one-
gotta trust in the
one
turn.
Bro, I'm
smooth
That was good.
moment.
New best
38.
times.
What did you get?
Yeah, I had 38 something.
I thought you had.
Peter had
Did anyone
You
take
beat me by
38
0.4.
061.
Did
Yeah.
anyone take a photo?
Yeah, it's there.
It's right
It's zero,
there.
We
zero
have it.
61.
I'm asking Ruby.
Oh.
I took a photo.
No, I
Can
know.
you check the photo?
I know, Ruby.
No, I took
Okay,
a
someone
photo.
got my reference in chat. Thank you, Jet.
1 minute and 11 seconds.
Thank you. Cool. Well, that is all the time set for now. If you would like to set your own challenging times, all you need to do is head on to, if you head onto the Steam store,
Let
there's-
Ruby play until the
And
There
if,
is
you've
a-
played, and if you've played this game before, I don't want to fucking hear it.
Yeah.
Okay?
None
There
of
is a
that.
free demo that
wanna
includes
hear it.
that stage in the tutorial, so you can play the crash and burn one. Once you set your time, take a screenshot, head to the Discord. Ruby, that's perfect. Head to the Discord and share your time in there, and we'll put the winners up next time we play another round of this. But that is our time set. Again, a massive thank you to Lenovo for shipping us out a Legion GO S to try out. Great little handheld to play with, and awesome to play around with some more options in the PC handheld market. So currently, I think it's just keep your ears to the ground if you're looking for something similar from the Lenovo range.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, the thing that like is really a selling point of this one is the new AMD processor, because for me, the reason I have steered clear of most handheld PCs is because
Car.
is just
I'm so good at parking and driving.
because I'm so good at parking and driving. Is because like you're a PC gamer. A lot of the stuff that we play.
What did you call me?
You're a PC gamer, derogatory.
Yeah.
We play games and really want to like get the most out of hardware, right? And like that's often
Well, no, I have
Okay.
I have a really bad. I've got like a 1660 Super.
yeah, amazing. Well, maybe this is gonna outperform
It
that.
probably does.
But just getting like the processor really is king for this kind of thing, and
Yeah.
so having some really like tight format, fast processors
Totally.
is making,
you mentioned,
making a big difference. You know, I was playing Cyberpunk on this thing earlier today, and it's like, oh, I can absolutely play this game on a handheld device and walk around the studio. There you go. Right there.
And I believe the UI that you use, or I'm going to get that wrong, the launcher you get, there is actually the Lenovo launcher.
There's
system.
Lenovo, there's like Legion software built in that is kind of a games launcher.
Yes.
And that's tech that pulls. So you can install Steam, GOG, all of the launchers on here, but that's a piece of software that pulls in every game that's installed into the one library. So it's
Yeah,
easy
right.
for you to launch stuff, which is a great feature. It's built on top of the Windows software that it's running on. But
then you can replace that entirely with SteamOS.
you can do a full SteamOS install if that is your preference for how you want to use the handheld devices as well. So yeah.
Nice.
I gotta say, like, it's very bright, like very clear.
The
Full
other
screen.
thing, yeah, it's a great screen. The other
Really
thing
nice.
that I was in Discord testing that out earlier with Josh,
Yeah.
and the microphone that's built into this is like actually really serviceable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
right.
saw
It's way better than like being on a phone on Discord. Like it's better than the microphones in a
I saw
phone.
Lord
It's-
Shadamar in the chat saying that the mic on the console itself is fantastic.
yeah, it's good.
I'm just stoked
Good
to
hardware.
see so many more handhelds, and like it's becoming a legitimate way to game now, and like
love
seeing
it.
people with similar devices or ones like this, public transport, all that kind of stuff. It no longer looks like someone's lugged out this weird laptop thing. They're all
Yeah.
really well designed, and they're all like, things like this feel great.
They're
So,
like ergonomic enough and not too bulky.
totally.
Yeah.
Again, so thank you to Lenovo for that, and thank you to Polish Club for not suing us for using their song in this audio grab.
I'll sue the pants off of you.
And Brew in the chat said she'd do it.
For free.
Yeah, let's get together.
You suck, turkey! The law states that you can't park in one
There was
place
also
for more
no
than an
at.
hour, and you've been there
I had to
for
record that myself.
Yeah. Oh, that was you.
going on
great
3 days now.
Yeah.
Really good.
There was no
At?
There was no at. I wanted that. I had you suck and I had parking, and I couldn't find an at in anything on YouTube to pull.
You just didn't try hard enough.
I really didn't.
Just say
That
anyone
was
doing an email address.
You've got mail. You could have pulled Meg Ryan saying,
Do you know what I did listen to? Here's looking
Tom
at you,
Hanks.
kid, and I couldn't. The at for that just did not sound right.
okay.
So I tried.
You should have just taken the that like meme sound.
I could have stuck. I tried. That's this segment summed up. I
Beautiful.
tried. That was challenging times. Thanks, everyone.
Coming up next is the post show,
Ooh.
which is sponsored by Dump Days.
I ran the promo
you
thing
ran the
first.
promos running. You could just keep reading some of the others.
No, no.
Okay.
It's done.
No.
Wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, we go. Thank you, Dump Days. When Dump Days.
Let's see that Five Nights at Freddy's guitar, Josh.
It's a real change of contrast from the power of the Lenovo Legion
Yeah.
to the Dump Days logo.
Hey,
Hey,
That's a
Josh.
nice- Hey.
Can you play the Back Pockets Next Slot model card for
No.
us, please?
No.
Thank you.
Read your script,
Oh.
Ruby. Read your script.
It's really good. You guys delayed. It wasn't my fault. Thank you, Dump Days. Whenever Dump Days sponsors a segment, we read one of his comics.
He's a comic artiste.
He's a comic artist.
Lovely, love it.
Have you got one for us, Josh?
Single panel tonight.
Single
How many
panel.
voices? 2 voices.
Pick an ibis.
I'll do the second one.
Okay.
This cereal is really dry.
That's because it's asbestos.
The poor thing's throat is just totally
Just carved
torn
up
to
from
shreds.
It's just what I feel. You know?
Yeah,
that.
that's
Drive
good.
us, and in their many comical situations like that one eating a carcinogen.
Love it.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Good stuff.
Thanks.
I'd love to try it one day. Like little
Asbestos.
packs that say "Do not eat."
There's silica gels.
Yeah,
No, Ruby.
one day.
You're definitely one of the Tide Pod kids, aren't you?
No, I never did.
But you
I
wanted to.
I ate paper.
Did you ever do a plank?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What's the most dangerous place you've ever done a plank?
Road.
You planked on a road?
Yeah.
That's hardcore.
Road.
Or I
That's
just
just
lay
playing
on it.
roadkill.
Yeah, but it's really, but
Still
with
counts.
rigor mortis has already kicked in.
That's
It was
true.
like middle of nowhere, so we were like, well, let's anyway.
Road plank.
Coming next is the post
You
show.
and your friends are crazy.
Yes!
That's a different
Now I
segment.
can go back on track.
You got to come back and play that segment because
That's
you'll
a good
fucking love
segment.
It's
it.
so fun. The post show is where we talk to the community. We answer questions from the Discord, and we also have a look at the creative tab of the Discord where people are making beautiful art and silly jokes and all sorts of stuff.
Mainly gifts.
Josh, have we got one? Oh. Oh, I love that
Very
so
good.
much. I love that
Very
so
good.
much.
That's just like it was in my dream.
There it is.
Wonderful.
It
That would have been
kinda-
better than the film I saw.
thanks. There's two me.
There's still me.
It took me a while because I read it as Dewey 17.
Oh, yeah.
Do it.
The light on the top of the goggles connects.
Oh,
the
it's a
L's
U,
into
yeah.
a U.
Dewey.
Doi.
Dewey.
No doi.
Wonderful work. Who was that
Beautiful
by?
work.
Dolphin Pants.
Well done,
Thank you,
Dolphin
Dolphin
Pants. Love your work.
Thanks, Dolph.
And to get access to the post show, you need to join the gold tier of the Patreon, where you'll also get access to any and all bonus content we have released in the past or release in the future, including uncut and full frontal playback gameplay videos earlier than the YouTube peasants get them. All the bonus episodes of our old Pocket Buds podcasts, as well as a quarterly town hall meeting in our Discord to help shape the show, and the Pocketeer Discord role, which gives you priority selection for community game night.
Which we should
Hell
do
yeah.
soon, especially, I believe you pointed out Peak is that game that came out recently.
Yeah.
By Aussie devs.
That looks so good.
fantastic.
much freaking fun.
Looks like a really fun, silly co-op game with other voices in it, so we're definitely keen to tee one of those up. So if you want to be in the front of the queue to play that with us, you need to be at that tier and above.
Maybe we should play that on Monday.
Ooh.
Do it.
I should play that on Monday.
You totally should do it.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
it, coward.
Novak, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Anytime, literally anytime. I'll cancel the shows tomorrow.
Nice.
You are, honestly.
We'll just do another one tomorrow.
Speaking of the shows, anything you want to plug? Are there tickets still available? Can people in Melbourne, Adelaide?
There's
come
like
along?
20 tickets left to Melbourne tomorrow at the Tote, polishclub.co. There's a 50 or so to Adelaide on Saturday. Sydney sold out next week. And then there's Brisbane on Saturday week, which there's 20 left as well.
We have back pocketeers in all those places, so they should definitely go.
Good town,
Have a
good
little
humble Aussie towns.
Yeah. Have a little community gathering night out and go and see a show, and maybe you can catch up for a beer afterwards.
It's cheap as
nice.
chips. It's
Chips are pretty
it's like-
expensive these
Shit,
days.
yeah.
though.
It's
How,
like
a
35
maximum?
bucks.
Are you getting
minimum
like
chips?
aioli, like garlic aioli with it too? 'Cause
No,
then
you don't
it's-
get
yeah.
anything else with it, but it's like buying some chips.
Okay.
No fluff, you know. It's
Sing
just
us a
dry
little something,
chips.
won't you?
You'll never find as long as you live. That's all you get.
Who sings that again?
Someone who loves you. Barry White.
Yeah.
No,
Did you say Tom Hanks?
Tom
Jones.
Jones.
Yeah, partial credit. It wasn't
Lovely.
that. It wasn't
Partial
that
credit.
out of the way.
Lou Rolls.
Lou Rawls.
Where's
Do I
the
get
roll?
Where's
up to
Judy?
400 points?
Yeah.
Beautiful. That's our show, everyone.
Nice.
Thank you to everyone for tuning into the show, especially those of you who support us on Patreon. Please share the show with your friends and family. Head to backpocket.gg for links to everything, including our Discord and socials. We'll be back next week for the same thing, but a little bit different.
Anywhere people can find you, the band, socials.
At Novak yourself, Novak yourself, at Instagram. And where else am I? That's kind of it. Follow us on TikTok, Best Polish Club, and on Instagram. I don't know. Social media's getting me down now.
No, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You know,
It's a bummer.
it's not what it used to be,
For
guys.
them, it's not.
It's not what it used to be. But like, join me there, and we can like jam on it. Thanks, man. I'm not that grumpy. Like,
No, I
I'm not
know.
at all
It's the right
grumpy.
amount. That's what
It's
I'm
just-
saying. It's just the right amount.
Guys, all I like to do is tell some truths.
And be Henry.
Yeah, and get better at life.
Get better at being Henry.
in 1400s Czechia.
That's so beautiful.
It's a simple ask.
Dziękuję. I like. Very nice.
We'll see you guys in the
never
post
get
show if
this.
you're in the gold tier. Pete.
Yeah, all right. I'll be there.
Huh?
Tron sucked.
Fuck
Wah,
you,
wah.
Tron.
Fuck you, Tron.
Bye.